Good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. Trenchcoat, TF, Rufus, Cell, WiverX, Glitch, Atrox. Welcome in, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Jay, welcome in. Undo. Welcome, guys. Let me throw a cheeky something for you. How you doing, Trenchcoat? Cheeky breaky. Very nice. Very nice. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna try and get like 2 hour footage of like B-roll and just do a stream where it's Scotland B-roll with liquid drum and bass. And that's it. That's what the stream's gonna just be. I find it so chilling. Because obviously this footage is sped up just so it fits within I think it's like 200 times the speed. You see it when like waves and clouds are moving. That's what I keep saying to people, like if you're coming to CitizenCon this year to Manchester and you've got a few extra days, just head to the Highlands. Doesn't take very long in a train or a plane. Very cheap to get there. And you can see most of these scenes within like the space of 2 or 3 hours of each other. Just didn't want to fall off that cliff, like it's a bit of a fall. It's like literally like an Orison fence. stopping people. Alright. Goo Scotland! Aye. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Michael TheDarkLaw, and welcome to another episode of The Darkness here on Twitch. It is Sunday, chat, 18th. Woo! 18th. We're already nearly through February, which is crazy, which means that we're closer to 320, 323. 323, chat. And yeah. Right, where to go? Giveaway still underway! Exclamation mark giveaway in chat. You know what to do, chat. You can convert your points. You don't have to spend them all. You're not gonna get wiped. So if you don't want to enter, you don't need to enter. There is a free giveaway, however, on Discord by getting the giveaway role. So if you're verified on the Discord server, there's now a new channel called Roles, and you can click on them. I just made it a little bit easier to find it, kind of stuff. You get the giveaway role, and it'll show you the free giveaway to enter, which is an LTI Mustang, I think, with giveaway pack and all that jazz. So I on that. Yesterday, thank you again to everyone with the tier 3 subs, the conversions, the donations. Ordered up the camera, so the website Sell linked me in DM. Bought one of those cameras secondhand, so that should be here before Wednesday. And we'll get that set up. So we only have a few more days of shitty GoPro, staticky stuff like that. So I just bought the secondhand body in excellent condition. Hopefully I'll just put my lens on it and get it set up, and it'll work out. So thank you again to everyone with the donations yesterday. That was fucking huge. What else? I've got most of everyone's tier 2, tier 3 name written down, because obviously what I want to do whilst we go for the partner plus push is on the end scene where it sort of is grey and it shows the stuff. I just want to put everyone's name there. And what we're going to do is put a ×1, ×2, ×3 if you do all 3 months. I think I'm going to reward those people, whoever does all 3 months, which is February, March, April, either in tier 2 and tier 3. I'm going to keep those names written down. Obviously, if you break the 3 months, then your name won't get added to the final list. But the final list, I'm going to give them like a 50% discount code for when the merchandise website goes live round about June, July this year. And we've got like, I want to say quite a few little bits and bobs that people will be able to purchase, from mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, some other stuff. Obviously, still trying to get the final piece done, which would be like obviously like a Gundam kind of thing, Gundam Wolf stuff, but we'll see. Trying to find an artist that can actually do it is quite difficult. But we do have quite a few little pieces, which is good. And yeah. Should be still smelling. So I got reports back that where I changed the location of the studio, it gets a lot like it's a lot hotter for me, because obviously the walls are a little bit closer, lights, yada above me, stuff like that. Nothing much I can do about that. So it gets a little bit hot for me, but reports are back that there's no sound and stuff like that. So even when I'm shouting, can't be heard that much. So yay! I don't have to move the studio anymore. So pretty much we have the set piece. Obviously it looks like what it did but before, but obviously you can see, like, say we go to this scene, right? I can bring up here so you can see that we've had many times where the walls and stuff back to back and all that jazz, but it looks good now. It looks good. Yo, WiverX as well, the tier 3! Holy shit! Can we get some fucking W's in chat for that, please? Dude, that's insane. Thank you so much. Let me write you down on the list. Appreciate that, dude. That's huge. Huge fucking wins. And subscribing for 3 months in advance. Somebody wants that discount code. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope I'll be able to do a 50% one because obviously with the website, they take a cut, obviously, because they make the product and then send it out. So most likely, it'll be enough of a discount where it covers their fees and I get 0. But obviously, you guys get the biggest discount. That's I hope it'll be 50%, but until I actually like put it through the system and stuff like that, because it's going to be a secret code. Obviously, if you share it with people, I'll be very upset because there's no way I can control that. However, there is going to be a cool system where if you're a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 subscriber on Twitch, you'll be able to get a discount on tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Obviously, goes up where you will always get a discount on the website if you're like a tier 3 subscriber and a tier 3 member. Because we're not doing Patreon or like a Kick or all these other things. We're just going to be where you can be a member on the website, which will obviously give you an area to like. It's pretty much like Patreon, right? But you get a discount to the merchandise depending on your tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 level, which I think is a little bit better than Patreon personally, because it means that obviously you're still supporting the channel, supporting the community and stuff like that, but you get something a little bit extra back, you know? When you're with Patreon, it's like, oh yeah, I'll post some videos and stuff, but you know what I mean? I would rather where you have that ability. Plus, I'm trying to find physicalized coins. You know what, like everyone sort of does it, like a physicalized coin, so I want to kind of get like a channel branded coin that has something maybe written on the back of it, and basically not give them to everyone, just sort of like a sort of thing. We used to do it where it was like I sent out signed red ties, but yeah, I kind of feel like we'll try and get some actually like a coin or like a keychain sort of thing made up, something easy to build, because most of these things require you to buy like 100 of them or 1,000 for them to actually get like made your way and stuff like that. But that's huge, dude. Absolutely huge. A life-size body pillow? Let me see. Do they even offer that? Let me just go to the merch website. I'll tell you in a second, actually. Let me just log in here, chat. I've got a little bit of a headache today, but I think that's just the weather. Products, let's see. Create new product. Design something new. Do they do pillows? All products. They do socks, Christmas stockings, but no. It doesn't look... Oh, wait. There's 5 pages, actually. Wait, there's an all-over basic pillow. Wait, we could get TDL pillows. Holy shit. They would not be life-size, though. But they would be... It kind of looks like the same size as Mr. Roberts in the corner. That is something I... Chat, there's fucking all over bikini, string bikini. I could put my face on the private region. That might get added. That might get added for our ladies of the channel, which I think is like 4 ladies, I think it says in the stats. No full body pillow, but we can get normal pillow. We can get normal pillow. I don't know, they don't do a blanket. They do rucksacks. Oh wait, throw blanket. There is a throw blanket. So we could do a pillow and a throw blanket. That is possibility. Custom shaped sterling ring. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we have a few choices actually. Embroidered patches as well, stickers. Alright, we do have quite actually a few choices. I'll have to take the designs I've got and see if I can do like some of this stuff. There's an overprint flag, if you wanted a racing flag. Yeah, there's quite a lot of options actually. I'll need to delve more into that. There's actually quite a lot of rucksacks you can do. The good thing is I don't need to test out the merchandise like where I get it sent to me too much because a lot of content creators use the same website. So yeah. Yeah, we can do a pillow. We can't do a full body pillow. Thong, I can get a bikini with my face on it. Like in the private range and area. So that would be kind of funny. We could get the Pepe Legatas one. How you doing? Pretty welcome in. Sofa, welcome. Pins. I don't think there was pins. There was badges, like where you would have to sew them onto something. Stickers, stuff like that. That's the website, Bree, fourth wall. Because Smashly uses it, Detox uses it, a lot of people use it. It's really good quality and stuff like that, so yeah, we've got a lot of designs set up. I'm hoping June, July should be the launch of everything. I think I'll probably be able to get things a little bit more done once like 323 is out the way and stuff. Can you get the Borat suit? No, but Reform sent me a mankini in green. I did try it on, chat, just for the sake of it. I mean, he did buy it and send it to my house, so I had to try it on, so. TDL's face with a red tie would work with a thong. That would actually be pretty good, yeah. They're very nice. Alright, well, we could maybe do some pillows. Some Sean Connery cosplay? Ash. All you have to do is say Ash. It's like me, Sean Connery. Today I'm going to be Russian. Today I'm going to be an English spy. And now I'm going to be American trying to escape from Alcatraz. The dude could only act in one voice, his own voice. He's such a shit actor. Anyway, giveaways. New camera should be here Wednesday. I would imagine free 22-1 will be live next weekend. Still 50% XP running on what's it called? Riders until when actually? Sunday the 18th CT. So when to CT? Oh, it doesn't say. It just says somewhere around 18th CT. I see. Right. Yeah, awesome. I do have a little video that's popped up. We're gonna check out. Alright. So we're gonna be watching a little cheeky Roy's Guide. A Roy's Guide, chat. Let me put this dude. So it's the privilege zone. I think this is about people getting banned and stuff like that. Oh, wait. I gotta give you The visuals. Let me just add it to here. There we go. So yeah.
Hello, this is Roy from Roy's Guide.
Roy's
And
Guide.
today we're going to unlock a forbidden door with the key of observation. We'll be entering what some would call another dimension.
Wait, was that me wearing a hat? No. I
With
never wear
the
a
key
hat. Oh, that's Burks.
of observation.
Oh no, it's not me.
We'll be entering what some would call another dimension. A dimension of Bob. A dimension of
Are these all the Bob? Am I not a Bob streamer? Oh yay! I'm not a Bob streamer.
Adjusting them cheap. You are now in the privileged
Awesome
zone.
chat. I must.
What the whole GrieferNet thing, I don't get it.
What's not to get? They like to kill players in a video game.
In today's episode, we're going to talk about security. Security is one of many different approved activities that can be performed.
Jesus, my eyes are hurting with this sort of like slow, blurry pan. Can you not make it so close?
Within Star Citizen. And for our organization, GrieferNet, we enjoy participating in infiltration, which is also an approved activity.
Exactly.
Having a security team within Star Citizen is important to both deter and defend against any hostile actors. One of the other more well-known aspects of Star Citizen is the prevalence of PMC organizations that operate in providing security services for a price.
Right.
But what happens when the security fails? From our experience, this fundamental aspect of playing the game seems to be thrown out the window. Last episode, we covered our exploits in attacking the experience.
The experience. This is so good. This thing got fucking torped so hard. I was watching X-Fact stream when this happened, and I fucking burst into laughter because you knew it was coming, man. And they had all these like content creators like Super Mac Brothers, Tomato, I think Cobra was on it. I don't know if Morphologists or people like that were on it, but it was like where you had to spend money, and if you spent 20 million you could rent this thing out for yourself and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like, yo, let's announce we're gonna put all these content creators who are streaming and recording on a ship. We're gonna tell you where it's taking off from, and we hope it doesn't get nuked, right? Did I play the Idris event? No, I've not played anything in the PU, PTU, Starburg Lord apart from Master Modes for the past like 2 or 3 weeks.
A role-play cruise liner with the goal of visiting multiple locations within the verse. This group charges 400,000.
Yeah, that was it. 400 USD per ticket, but you could rent it for. You could rent the experience. The ship is actually called the Experience as well, which they got a fucking experience, all right. They got a fucking shine torp. If they haven't, if nobody has learned from the masterful Virgil torping the 890 at Christmas time, then I don't know. Like, again, this is where if you do your research, does an 890 survive a fucking couple of torps? No. There we go.
An alpha UEC per ticket. They aim to sell 40 tickets per cruise, and has a security force of LARPers.
Of LARPers. Oh man, this is great. Ticket price for maiden voyage was higher, right?
In fancy uniforms.
Yeah.
In this video, we destroyed the experience. You could say it was an experience to die for. But for what happened next, the experience team went above and beyond to prove that they are not interested in playing the game.
Right.
Translated from Danish, they said, "Hello, everyone. After our experiences this weekend, we are being asked to individually submit an email to CIG as we have been cleansed and mobbed in the game. This can ultimately get these members permanently banned from the game. We have been asked to follow some common guidelines when we write the support email."
They did an in-game event in an unsafe zone, got nuked by players, and they're crying about it. This is how soft the community is. Like, again, the moment you buy this game, it literally says you can be killed anywhere, anytime, for any reason. You know what I mean? And yet still people fucking cry about it. And now they're individual, so they're report bombing these individuals to get them banned. Or they have been banned just now for whatever time, right? But this is report bombing as far as I'm concerned. Individually submit an email to CIG and cleansed and mobbed in the game. This is report bombing, chat.
Send an email to support@cloudimperiumgames.com. In the email, write harassment and bullying.
Harassment and bullying.
Then describe the events with your own words. In English, use possibly Google Translate or ChatGPT.
Use ChatGPT.
Below, you will find a list of buzzwords we are kindly asked to use: harassment, bullying, targeting, tracking us on servers, specific targeting, toxicity. Remember to link to these videos in your email. This was posted within their Discord server to every member within the organization. They further go on to say, I have below added a zip file with some pictures from the in-game chat, etc., which you should attach, and I recommend that you attach your log file if you were part of the event. The point of this message is clear.
But it's literally, as they said, it's LARPers, role players, all these sort of things, right? Just not having the right team or doing stuff where they get caught, leaking information, not having people on their friends list clean. You know what I mean? Like, GrieferNet, yeah, they target people. They in-game, they target people like content creators because they're doing events and stuff like that. Because their whole idea, and this is what, like, at the beginning, Salty Mike goes, I don't understand what GrieferNet is. Their infiltration. In EVE Online, I literally sat in another corporation for 6 months on their comms, befriending them to get access to their fucking corporation vault full of rare ships, blueprints, everything like that, and I fucking jacked it all and then kicked everyone out the fucking corp when I got given access to the roles. Because that is part of the game. Like, again, you don't have to fight people in like 1,000 versus 1,000. You can infiltrate and just break them apart from inside. That's part of EVE, and it's part of Star Citizen. If you do not have OPSEC, and you think that you're just going to roll your face around here and LARP and fucking roleplay, you're playing the wrong game. This is a sandbox MMO. Shit is going to get dirty, because instead of trying to fight you out in the field, they'll just do it with this kind of stuff, you know? Yeah, exactly, Silver King.
To ensure that as many duplicate reports are submitted as possible to overwhelm...
And most likely, this group will be moaning, why did they do it? What purpose is it? It's like a CV. They don't have to have a reason to kill you. They just put it on they take a video of what they do, put it on the list, and when this game comes out, they go, yo, we're espionage professionals. We can infiltrate an organization in an event and fuck them up from inside. Here's our profile. Check out our CV. Look at our .com fucking EPIN, right? It's just part of the game. I don't understand why people don't get this.
CIG's ability to resolve in-game disruptions, even from people who were not at the event.
Do you kill someone?
Because GN can use the stream to kill. Well, then don't stream it. Why does other players does have problems with them stream snipe, otherwise they can't find a player in the verse? Dude, I can find anyone in the verse. Easy peasy. Absolutely easy. You can literally put everyone, you can send out scouts, especially if you've got a big organization, to all locations in the verse. You then see a target name that you have on a list. You then can instantly see where they warp to, because if you target them and then you align your ship, it shows you in the MFD where people are warping to, and you can tail them. And then it's not difficult to find an 890, dude. It's literally high on ping, and it's slow as fuck. And it can only go to certain locations to refuel and launch from. Again, it's not difficult to find people in the verse. You don't need to watch people's streams, dude. But if you're going to stream, you're opening a gateway to people doing that stuff. People complain about stream snipers, then don't fucking stream. Simple as that. Simple as that. Don't stream if you don't want stream snipers, or use a delay, or use something like what I do, which is when I'm warping places, I'll blur the fucking screen, or I'll go to something like this so you can't see the screen and stuff like that. The problem is most of the time, people are plunkers as streamers. They just think they can get a fucking easy job and not take any of this like on the head and stuff, you know?
To loot them and make some money, that is a pirate for us. If you kill him 5 times over and over and over and don't allow him to play the game, then that becomes griefing.
Yeah, that's completely different. Killing them once, thanks for the follow, Kobe. That's just killing them once, right? They just blew up the 891's job done. That's not griefing.
Let's say you're a miner, there's not much to mine anymore because everyone kind of lives in that space and it's kind of depleted now. If you go into no man's land, now this is where all the reaches are, but you might not make it out alive. Players will have to make a choice, and as long as that choice is something they voluntarily make and they go like, I want to go there, I know the risks, I can read the risks, there's a readability.
Yeah, so again, these people in their 890 have created the risk.
Going like, okay, that I like that, I don't like that, I'm not going in there, I'm going here. And as long as they can make that choice, it's very hard for them to then go like, well, I'm being griefed by people who are killing me. Mm-hmm. You knew the consequences. You just went for the big box. Sorry, you lost. Try again.
If you're doing an event.
Also, I just looked at Griffinette's SE page, kind of fucking. Oh, of course, dude. The fucking cringe, of course. But again, it's not gameplay that is breaking the rules. You know what I mean? Like, if you announce where you're going to be and you let Griefernet on your friends list so they can join on your server, and they want to destroy your event because, look at it this way, maybe they've been hired by me. I'm just going to throw my name into it. Whatever, I don't care. Not that I did, but this is an example. I've paid Griefernet to kill the Experience 890. Right? I want that event destroyed because I'm also going to be setting up an 890 event and I want my my competition to be taken out, right? Fair's fair at the end of the day. Are they cringy? Yeah, of course. I mean, who really isn't cringy these days, you know? Well, again, that's a good reason to get them banned, right? I'm talking about their gameplay, right? If they want to actually, like, write that down and stuff like that, then I would agree with you, Dr. Project, right? But I'm talking about the gameplay itself. To ban somebody from target them in-game. Like, if they're banned because they're doing other things that we don't find out about, that's a different story, right? But you know what I mean? I can make an organization put the Dark Law is a bald tosser who targets people in game and kills them for fun. You know what I mean? That's cringy, but am I actually doing anything to hurt somebody? Stuff like that. I kind of feel like if your emotions get riled up because of this, then you're playing the wrong game, you know? That's why you never fly alone, yeah. But they had security, and their security was shit. And then they report bombing people, which I don't agree upon, because of their own mistakes. And that's what we're discussing with this video. If Griefernet is cringy, right? Griefernet do whatever they want and stuff like that. I don't agree upon it. I don't see the point in it, but I also see the point in how it was in EVE Online. So, again, I look at it, maybe they're making a profile for themselves for the future, because if any, like, major EVE groups come in, you know, they may be wanting to look for some people that do that kind of stuff. So it is what it is, right?
And are preparing yourself
It's
by
part of the game.
designating players to be a security team, you are assuming the responsibility of being involved.
Yes, completely agree with this. If you're creating a security team, because let's look at it this way, the NPCs are not exactly threatening to an 890 unless they crash into it, right? So if you're advertising, we have a security team to protect us against PvPers, then you're inviting PvP. As far as I'm concerned, that's opening the gateway to getting shot at. There's always bigger fish. Griefernet or yourself may never see it, but it's out there. Oh, of course, of course. There's always going to be, more, like we have some big ass PvP organizations right now, like Avenger Squadron, Ram, Shadow Moses, and stuff like that. But funnily enough, if Star Citizen ever became like a full-fledged game where more and more groups come in, technically speaking, those PvP orgs are actually very, very small in comparison to what can happen in the future. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
In PvP, you should always hire competent security to minimize as much risk as possible.
Exactly.
But simply because your security fails doesn't give you the right to flip the table.
Exactly.
Like a baby. But
Yeah.
that didn't stop the experience. Here is what they told.
So they spoke to Phaja, who's one of the female community managers or community people. Not sure if they're really their department. Maybe it is.
CIG in their support email. We've been working for 8 months, and for all of us, it came with not insignificant losses on the family and social fronts. That's interesting because...
What has that got to do with it? In 8 months, you've had some family fucking issues and you're gonna blame Griefernet for that?
Later in the letter, you called us low-life individuals who chose to buy this game for the purpose of destroying the desire to play.
Well, again, people buy Call of Duty to cheat, and when they get banned, they buy another copy of Call of Duty and they cheat even more. You know what I mean? That's just sort of how online gaming is these days.
People who probably have a really crappy life in the real world, too.
I always love that shit. You know what I mean? Whenever I've killed somebody in PvP, they're like, oh, you're a cheater. You've got no life. Obviously in a basement, you never touch grass. And then if you look at my Instagram, it's full of hiking dogs and stuff like that. And I show people my fucking room and house all the time. And it's like, you just don't know. But it's always the same thing. Here, hi, Airborne. So it's the same thing. You have no life. You're a basement dweller. You've got a really crappy life to do this shit. It's like, no, it's just simply you do not like your baby and you're looking for Patrick Swayze to come and fucking rescue you. And unfortunately, Patrick Swayze is dead. So nobody ain't coming to rescue you when shit hits the fan. You know what I mean?
If you're playing the game for 8 months to the detriment of your family, it kind of sounds like you are the ones with really crappy lives.
Oh,
And
yeah, I
that's
would agree with
okay.
that.
You can touch grass at any time. We're not...
If you're affecting your RL life over a video game, that is massively on you, right? That's really fucked up. And then to call people like, oh, they've got crappy lives. No, I think you really need to their own lives, you know? You can rescue me, TDL. I can dance.
not talking about PvP, piracy with ransom, or any other gameplay of that
Of
nature.
course, of
Even
course.
though I'm the captain of the ship and would hate if it happened, I would also simultaneously respect it, as it is part of the gameplay and, in this case, also part of the experience. So because we didn't contact you about a ransom, that automatically delegitimizes our gameplay.
Mhm.
What a load of shit.
Yeah.
I died.
Ouch.
You died?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you inside the ship? Because then I can res you.
Yeah, they are inside the ship, yeah.
it's Enmos. Enmos killed us.
What the fuck did they board?
Wait, Inmos, that's
He's
the
in our,
third
he's in our party.
Wait, it's
You
Alchemy?
invite him into your
Yeah.
party.
Oh, he's a cunt.
Wait, they can do that?
Yeah. He is just one of the bad boys.
One of the bad
Enmos.
boys.
Be friendly, yeah.
Oh, there's nothing on the ship.
So this is where, like, if anybody's ever played a video game, these are trust issue exercises where if you ain't got them in your group and stuff like that, you don't play with randoms. Just don't play with randoms. Find an orc.
Fucking salvage.
He's
oh,
fucking
Enmos, you
Murphy,
fucking
bro.
cunts. He got me too. He should be one shot though.
He should be one
Soon as
shot.
You banned from the Reddit, you know that, right? The fucking.
I think I have it all recorded.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get you banned on Reddit. I'm gonna get you banned in the game because I invited you into our party, invited you into our ship, and you killed us to maybe steal the ship to sell it in the future, we're gonna get you banned. We're gonna get you banned. Oh, you're not gonna be able to be on Reddit. Oh, who fucking cares, man? Thank you for your 45 bucks.
Something doesn't work.
Yeah, there's so there's a CIG staff right there that you just send them a message.
Holy shit, man. Look at yeah, my uncle works at Microsoft. I love that one. My dad knows somebody who knows somebody at Blizzard, and they're gonna get your World of Warcraft account blocked. I fucking love this, man. This is just so fucking lame. Like, how can you be so, like, what's the word? How can you be so not cowardly, but so scared of yourself where you have to blame others for all your mistakes? Can't take an L. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Can't take an L. Yeah.
You get his gamer tag and everything. I already got his gamer tag.
His gamer tag! Dad! Mom! Somebody killed me in a video game. I want to get them report banned. God.
Got the recording.
Got the recording. You got the recording of you getting fucking your asses handed to you, and you just don't take the L. And you cry about it, and you're like, I'm gonna report you for playing the video game.
Yeah, there's a line. It's when you prevent them from being able to play the game.
I will at the end,
That's
Sofa King, yeah.
griefing. When you make their lives difficult, that's not.
Oh no, I don't post
griefing.
React
You know,
videos anymore. You just
a
get that
thing-
on the VOD
It's a thing that
channel.
MMOs have struggled with for years across all genres from all developers.
Man, look how young and different Lando looks. I forgot that Lando has been with them for 10 years. Also, somebody's got fucking rollerblades over there in the corner. Fuck yeah. Do you come to work on rollerblades? That thing that's fucking sick.
The actions of the experience were deplorable, but making a report about their actions is not your responsibility. Weaponizing support is not
Exactly. Weaponizing communities, weaponizing support, weaponizing CIG, all because you failed to play the game.
a unique problem in Star Citizen. It's a systemic one. For some players, the reporting system is seen as a way to solve all their
Fight the sleeper dude with reports.
problems.
Fucking
This is not
crazy.
conducive to a healthy game environment, especially for the developers who must read every single report.
Piracy is legit gameplay. And when they clip this and highlight this and do all kinds of hate videos and God knows what the other stuff they do outside of the game, because they do a lot of stuff outside of the game, and that's the other issue. But when they do all this stuff outside the game,
What
they'll
stuff?
just clip the kill and they'll clip the complaint, but they never clip the people that like say, yeah, piracy is good, piracy is fine.
Yeah, but you don't have to pirate people. If I want to murder you in a video game, Twitch, a video game. No Twitch, not in real life, bad in real life. In Star Citizen video game by Cloud Imperium Games, it is alright to murder people in the video game. Not real life people, but a virtual player, right? Let's just make sure that's fine. You don't have to have a reason. Are we moving to YouTube again? Just making sure, right? You don't have to have a reason to kill players in a video game. It doesn't need to be because of piracy. It doesn't need to be because of e-honor or, you know, you go to the Oakenfold at noon or dawn, walk 10 paces backwards, slap each other with the white glove of destiny, challenge one, you know, another 10 paces, musket, turn, point, bang. It doesn't need to be that kind of nonsense. It just needs to be, oh, look, you're a player, I'm a player, I want to just push my thumb up your ass. Simple as that, and spin you around like a meat kebab. And people just don't like that. People don't like it when you do this and you just spin them around in a video game and they're like, I don't understand what's happening to me. I don't understand what's happening to me. They must be cheating. They must be violating TOS. Help me, quickly, report bomb. And at the end of the day, sometimes you just need to lube up and bite down the rope. Simple as that.
You know, kill anyone you want, anytime you want.
Yeah, that's
It's
fine. Yeah, it's fine.
It's all the other weird shit that goes on in the Discords and the targeting and the server hopping and the
But that's just
the
gameplay.
malice and the weirdness.
It's not weirdness
and
though,
the,
expat.
and the mental stuff.
It's not mental stuff. It's just espionage. Welcome to sandbox video games where to beat people, sometimes you just have to break them apart. It's just gameplay, as far as I'm concerned. Not long as you're not DDoSing, not long as you're not like sending flaming bags of poop to their door, you're not breaking into their bank accounts and stuff like that, RL stuff. But if you're taking their information from Discords and using it as an espionage weapon, that's fine. As far as I'm concerned, just don't let people into your channels. Simple as that. OPSEC is so important in these video games.
It's all very strange, and unfortunately, that's the kind of stuff that they have to clamp down on in Star Citizen, because it's going to get to the point where you just.
But it is going to get to that point. Like literally, EVE Online has had it for nearly 25 years, where espionage is a big part of the game. And if you don't think it's going to happen in Star Citizen, again, you are playing the wrong game. This is not fly around and take fucking screenshots and make videos kind of gameplay. You can do it, but you've also got to understand that what your gameplay is fun for you isn't fun for somebody else. And what their gameplay is fun for them isn't fun for you. And you can't moan about it. If somebody goes out to do mining, that's their gameplay. If I want to kill the miner for no reason, that's my gameplay. I'm not doing anything that is affecting like the rules and stuff. And you can't complain about it, guys. You literally can't. If you are going to give all the information of an event, you're going to have all these people spending money to go on this boat, and you're going to give the locations, you're going to give the people that are on the rota list and all that jazz, and then you allow other people to be friends of friends of friends of friends so they can join your servers. Go lie down, pups. And all that jazz. You are opening the gateway for this to happen. Nobody else is to blame but yourself. Watch your fucking OPSEC. Watch your friends list. This is why I've only got like 5-6 people on my friends list in the game. You know why? Because I'll play with somebody and then I'll remove them from my friends list. Because I don't want them jumping in on the game, right? And this is where you have to think of it. I don't pull up to a fucking random dude. Like, say for example, I'll go up and there's like 6 dudes in the street and they're big as fuck, right? And I go, right guys, everyone into my car. Hopefully I won't get mugged, right? Now there's a good chance that you don't get mugged, but there's also a good chance that you find that you're walking home without your shoes, right? So if you don't do it in real life, why would you do it in a video game? That's the way I look at it.
Gets out of control, and if you don't uphold your terms of service, then.
But they're not breaking terms of service, expat. That's where you don't understand the terms of service.
And, you know, what else do you not uphold?
What may surprise you, Brat, is we agree with almost everything you've said, but we will not agree that it is a one-sided effort. I do not make videos for the purpose of spreading hate. This is an educational channel, going back to even the first ever Roy's Guide, which was about the topic of brigading. So where in the terms of service did GrieferNet break the rules?
And there's something
because if you want to call it
crazy about
harassment,
looking at all
coordinating to submit
Hercules
reports seems to fit the bill. Spamming is also against the terms of service. So much so that the Experience were caught using bot accounts to help promote their event.
Damn.
Nobody should agree to these double standards, nor the stance that PvP is permitted so long as everyone is not attacking you.
You should be able to just kill any character you want to kill. That should be possible. That you should be able to kill any player you want to kill. If you want to murder Hobo, I think you should be able to murder Hobo.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm not breaking any gameplay rules. Just because you can't find Patrick Swayze, I've already found Patrick Swayze. I'm already dancing on the dance floor over it. I'm having a great time in the video game. But because it's not your fun, There's nothing I can do about that. I can't make you as happy as me in this video game.
We agree with Croncy on this point. You should be able to attack anyone. But we don't agree that killing someone once within a session is preventing you from playing the game. Organizations around the globe are already trying to stop us, not by submitting reports, but through alliances and security.
Yeah. See, that's the right way to do it as far as I'm concerned. That keep it in game. Don't ban somebody from the game just because you don't know how to deal with them. There's going to be a lot. Yeah, Foxy, how you doing? To play devil's advocate for a moment, if taking it outside of the game is fine, then making videos baff-mouthing people for it and trying to weaponize support is also fair game. Yeah, but anyone can make a video sketch. That's the difference. We're talking about if somebody makes a video, which is, again, this is an educational video. If anyone thinks this is weaponizing and stuff, this is just showing two sides to it, right? The group who died are report bombing individuals. They literally have an email out on their Discord that says report bomb. So as far as I'm concerned, that's bad. That's bad for the game, where just like I got banned a long time ago on Twitch from report bombs just because I said something that shouldn't have got me banned, but because everyone fucking clicked the button, I lost my channel for 30 days, right? This is the problem you have with cancel culture and people like that it's just easier to report bomb people and get them out the game or get them off Twitch, get them off social media, whatever the fuck, than it is to actually play the game and do it right, you know? That's where it's going too far. Doing a video like what Roy's Guide has done, I don't see this as any hate or anything. This is just opening doors to be like, yo, we're getting bombarded with report bombs. Why are we getting this when we're just playing the game? We're not doing anything out of breaking TOS. If you invite somebody to your friends list, you're opening the door for them to come onto your server and kill you. That's the way I look at it. Because you don't know who that person is, as far as I'm concerned. Margaret Thatcher could rise from the dead and be playing Star Citizen, and she could be the one playing that account, and she just feels like fucking you up for the day. That's completely fine. If you are on your Discord, then invite everyone to that Discord and then advertise where you're going to be online on that day, you're opening up the ability to be attacked. Then if you advertise we've got a security group to defend ourselves against PvP, you're also opening up PvP. So as far as I'm concerned, with all the evidence that I've seen and heard from different Discords, and I watched this when Expat was live on Twitch when this happened, and literally before they all boarded, you heard somebody say, there's a ship trying to sneak in on the 890. And the guys who are meant to be security are just like that. None of them did anything. None of them checked every corner of the ship. They were like, right guys, everyone board. Come on the experience. Woo! We totally didn't see that person sneak onto the side of the ship. Let's pretend it didn't happen. You know? I kind of see that would be your fault, right? As far as I'm concerned. If you're going to let everyone on the ship because you're on a time schedule, but you don't check for it, well,
packs in which we believe cooperation is a part of the game.
Exactly.
We need to be able to report these kinds of players easily instead of through like a Spectrum back channel.
But why are you reporting them anyway? They're not doing anything wrong. It's because you are getting touched in different ways that you don't want to happen to you, and you're insecure with yourself, and you're going to use every tool instead of just getting better at the video game that you play, or understanding the video game that you play. Maybe adapting and finding people who can help you be better in the video game. But no, as always, I'm getting my ship pushed in the corner without Patrick Swayze. I'm just going to report bomb because that's the easiest way for me to handle it because I'm too insecure to fucking do anything else.
Which is just not, I don't think is a reasonable thing to expect players to do.
To test these double standards, we attacked this year.
Now, if somebody's cheating, that's a completely different fucking story, right? It's a completely different story. If you see somebody, like, teleporting across the map, going, like, 20,000 meters a second, then yeah, of course report that shit because we don't want exploits. But as far as I'm concerned, none of these guys did any exploits. They just showed you how shit your security was, how shit your OPSEC was, how shit your disclaimers and not understanding the video game is. You can't mass report people because of that, you know?
Daymar Rally. And while server performance was problematic, the kind folks at Atmo Esports went above and beyond to prove our point.
Star Citizen, as it is right now, is completely open world. PvP is going to happen. You need to be aware that PvP is going to happen, which is why, for like the Atmo events, we have security.
In fact,
I love when anyone says we have security. You know what I mean? You know, here's the craziest thing, chat, right? Here's the craziest thing. You can have 5 Gladius pilots and you try and protect one prospector, but if the opposition group are only after your prospector, you can't stop them from killing it. Even with 5 of the best pilots in the game. You would not stop 5 people killing the prospector. That's the beautiful thing about Star Citizen, because there's no like remote reps like you have in EVE Online or stuff like that. If 5 people are coming for your ship, they will kill that ship before your 5 security. Security means fuck all in this game, by the way. Means absolutely nothing. If you've got a target to kill, it's very easy to kill something.
Atmo Esports bragged about
You can
having
maybe prevent
16
long-term,
different organizations
right?
providing.
See, look at this shit, man. Like, every time I look at this fucking stuff, I look at the proudly protected, Invet, whoever the fuck, absolute shit, Vanguard, shit, fucking Cobra's group, shit. I mean, look what I mean. You've got a group of fucking orgs that are fucking shit. Not one of them can protect your shit. I'm sorry. You know, they might have 1 or 2 good players, but majority of these names here are just shit fucking Bob organizations role-playing in security. And that's the
this
truth
is the
of it.
mentality of players within the organization.
It's okay to have an antagonistic relationship. You know,
Yes.
we want that in the world. We want all
we want
kinds of
hatred and love, and I love these guys because they help me fight this other guy who
And
I
I
really hate.
hate
and
Yeah, but they can't stop people. That's the thing, Jason, right? Is they might might have some good players, but you literally can't stop. If I get on your server with 5 of my guys and I have a target to kill, you can have 10 people and you will not stop us from killing, you know? But that's what I'm explaining to people, you know? Security early warning, that's about it. Yeah, you will not prevent people from dying in this game. It's down to their knowledge of somebody going, yo, we've got somebody coming in. You might want to fucking get out the ship or fucking hide, smoke bomb, whatever, you know?
these guys because
these guys killed me last month, and I need to do something against them. And we want that kind of interaction. We don't want a sterilized game that is like everyone is friendly and I can't interact with anyone. It's boring.
Using reports to solve your problems will destroy this game.
Completely agree with this. If you can't solve it in the game, and you have a Discord that is unsecured, and you're letting people bot in and all that jazz, that's on you. It's completely on you.
It doesn't matter if you like us or hate us, any organization or player can be brigaded. And for anyone...
Exactly. I don't like GrieferNet. I don't hate GrieferNet. It's part of the game. You're going to always get this no matter what. It's going to get worse when the game gets out further, when more people from EVE Online decide they want to come and play this and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We have a very small bubble of people that play. There's like, what, 2 to 3 million backers now? And I would imagine that only like 10% of that number actually play the game. Most will be alts, or people that buy the game, play it for like 3 months and then quit. You know what I mean?
Anyone who thinks we're just
Wait
going
till
to
the
roll
massive
over,
public
you will
come
be
in.
sadly mistaken. The griefing will continue until morale improves.
Obsled624 in the chat asks, are there plans to update the lore and or history of a system based on the actions of the persistent universe's populace?
The history or the
Well, will they be able to create new history for the system?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, really, like once it gets to the newsworthy level of actions or something.
So there you go. CIG are saying that we will rewrite lore if something major happens. So now you have it where nobody needs a reason to kill somebody. Maybe I want to kill, for example, Salty Mike, a high-scale miner, and if I kill Salty Mike and his organization over and over again, maybe I'll get in the news and put into the lore, right? So now I don't need a reason to kill, or I've been given a reason, even though there's not a reason. You know what I mean? And again, that's just an example. But this is where a lot of players just, there's none of this information written around anywhere.
Something big enough happens. Hopefully we'll be watching that on a game level and being able to track it and incorporate that into the lore.
But
To be honest, Foxy, how many of us do you think are going to be around by the time this game comes out? I started off at 29, I'm 42 this year. You know what I mean?
But a player's ability to impact the way the history is written depends on the extent of the
Oh,
impact
fuck,
of what they're doing.
Yeah.
I had Hair's chat when I
Probably
first
won't
backed
memorialize
Star
you're
Citizen.
having a beer.
Most likely not.
Yeah.
I mean, on the Galactapedia side, as it updates, as the game unfolds, as the game is fully released, we would very much like to be able to record impactful player events.
There you go. From the lady in the corner.
It's like taking down a well-known pirate, for example. That's what we really want to do.
Yeah, it's just the challenge of finding the right threshold
Mhm.
on which that you go from, like John said, just being another person out there, like being a part of the solution or part of the problem, to actually kind of like doing enough of something to become well known for it.
Sort of like life.
Yeah, sort of like life.
Hopefully.
See, the
We've shown
problem
you
is,
things-
if you're not a backer from back of these days, then and you back Star Citizen today, right? You don't know anything about the game. You don't know anything about what CIG have wanted for the future and stuff. I will always say to people, this is going to be the closest to EVE Online 2 that you're going to get eventually down the line. Nitty gritty, it's not going to be good, right? And it's just, well, you had TeamSpeak and you had like forums and websites and stuff like that. This Discord and Guilded are just literally all of it put into one platform, right? All but the super secret forum were just smokescreens. Oh yeah, of course, Sketch. There's
This
loads of
episode
stuff like
that could have only come from being embedded.
So again, here, we won't give into the adult bullying. It's not bullying, as far as I'm concerned. Boarding on January the 21st. See, look what I mean. Like, even after being ganked, they're now advertising on their Discord when they're next going to have boarding and all that jazz. You know what I mean?
Within the hierarchy of the experience. We've shown you that infiltration is an approved organization activity.
Exactly.
Doubling down, here's an excerpt from the developers confirming piracy and espionage are core accepted gameplay mechanics. So, with that all in mind, here is what CIG told the experience. I want to assure you that following these reports, appropriate action has been taken against the involved parties. Moving forward, large-scale event disruptions will result in harsh penalties for those found to be involved in what we deem excessive
But
griefing
it's not
incidents.
griefing,
There's a
that's
lot to
CIG.
unpack with this statement, but let's just start with a reminder of what griefing is.
It's when you prevent them from being able to play the game. That's griefing. When you
Yeah.
make their lives difficult, that's not griefing.
Did we?
Sig is two faces? Yeah, I know. See, the problem is this is what happens when you report bomb, right? That at the end of the day, CIG don't go, you know what, maybe we should actually look into all the facts. No, we're getting mass reported, we can't be bothered to deal with this, let's just ban them, right?
We prevent the experience from playing the game. To quote Xylo, the current
This is why CIG needs the ability for organizations to war deck like it was in EVE Online. EVE Online had a fantastic system where, say for example, I'm in an organization A and I want to attack organization B, but they're hiding in Federation space or secure space. I can war deck them where I pay a weekly fee and I'm allowed to shoot them and kill them as much as I can, right? And if they don't like it, they can pay the opposite money to pull out, they still are war decked for 24 hours. You can still kill them for 24 hours, but they're paying the surrender fee, right? Just simply don't put a report system in. Well, again, this is where if CIG want it to be good and where people are being fair and stuff, where you can't be classed as griefing, just literally make it where I can be like, oh, look, it's the organization are doing an event, and every organization that's with them, like Space Tomatoes organization, I don't know if Super Mac Brothers, Expat, they have organizations, but you would war deck all of them, and then you would go and kill them all. And then it's legit gameplay. CIG don't want all the griefing reports and stuff like that. Just make it where we can attack people like that and pay fees, right? Yeah, exactly. Thanks, going.
Director of Community, for a majority of these matters, a PvP solution is preferable. Frequently, when these scenarios are reported to us, we encourage those who feel they are being targeted to rally with their friends and orgs in an attempt to fight back. We're not here to protect players from aggressors, pirates, and PvPers. A big part of Star Citizen is about that dichotomy, that epic clash that occurs when opposing forces meet and rally others to their cause. Yet CIG have intervened to protect this special group of players that seek to benefit. This is not pepperoni. So much that 18 different organizations who are not GrieferNet put aside their differences to ask for more clarification to the rules. And for their effort, CIG chose to respond with a non-answer, neglecting to address even one of the questions raised.
Yep.
This will embolden these...
Because CIG don't have a standard. That's the problem. If it works for CIG, they'll ban you. If it doesn't work for CIG, like say you're reporting somebody, they don't ban, right? It's very much a one-sided thing right now where CIG don't even know where they want to go with this. You can't say, we want you to be able to fight anyone, anywhere, anytime, but also in the same time, you're not allowed to attack content creators. Fuck that shit. If you're going to be a streamer, you're going to be live, you're going to be making YouTube videos, and people know about it, then you're just like every other player, as far as I'm concerned. So if they're using friends list to get on servers, that's legit gameplay because CIG failed to make a proper contact system where you can literally prevent people from joining on you. You can have a friends list, but you can also have a tab that says you can't join on me at the current time, right? CIG can't be bothered to do something like that, which is an easy way to solve people joining on you. So when you get on the server, you press a button that stops people getting on. Then you look at the server list and go, oh, wait. Out of all the people and stuff, these people look dodgy. Let's watch out for them. You know? Exactly, Jason, yeah. It's crazy that this allows. Maybe add an anonymity system. Or here's another thing, just make it where you can't see who's on the server. Simple like that, you know? Yeah, exactly, Vashcam. How you doing, dude? It's just crazy to me that it's so one-sided, and everything I've seen from even watching this event live, nobody was griefing. They just literally came in and attacked for CV reserve. You know, on our CV, we managed to take out the experience group on day one. It's just a task, target. Welcome to Star Citizen.
Players to report anyone they want with impunity, simply because they are sore losers. To prove they are sore losers, we attacked the experience a second time. This time, they spent 135 million UE.
This means nothing.
Hiring 2 experienced
Vanguard and Black Star?
PvP organizations. Even when they had security that was willfully ignorant of protecting its objective, they had no shame to say,
good thing I was recording, so that's going to be reported.
So even when the security groups failed, they go, we're recording, we're going to report you. Look how fucking shit Vanguard is, right?
CIG
and whatever,
banned 13
and with
players
BSI.
for 7 days, yet only 1 fired the missiles. And for the ones who didn't fire a single shot, their crime was saying GrieferNet victory. some of which joined after the experience had been destroyed. This was sloppy work and shows how ineffective they will be to enforce this new policy.
Credit where credit is due. GrieferNet is infamous enough to literally get special rules for them. No, it's not special rules, dude.
It does not bode confidence that CIG want to run their game no better than a poorly run Minecraft server. It's not too late to admit this was a mistake, CIG, but if you still don't think it was, we'll gladly lead the way for everyone to reap what you sow. Are you organizing a community event?
Would you like to get attacked?
Concerned GrieferNet might attack it? From the minds at CIG Customer Support, we bring you no security.
No security? With no security, running events is now made easy.
No security,
Right.
running events is now made easy. Simply hire no security. Then report anyone who attacks directly to CIG.
Just report.
Fuck you. I'm a med runner. We used to do medical rescues to save the day. But when GrieferNet showed up, they ruined our lives. But thanks to no security, they are bound to get fucked with endless reports. More time to DMCA. Thanks, no security.
We used to tell our boys to quit the menus to avoid GrieferNet, even when we're not streaming. But thanks to no security, we can just report them 30 or so times and make them go away.
I've turned them in, God, good 30 or so times.
Here at Atmo Esports, we operate a little differently. When GrieferNet infiltrated our event, we delayed it for 6 hours trying to find the spy. We don't have to hire 16 different organizations. We can just complain to CIG. It's so easy.
Ich habe in meiner Community von 1500 Leuten gesagt, dass sie GrieferNet reporten sollen. Aber dies hat leider nicht funktioniert. Dank No Security sind wir nun in der Lage, jegliche gegen uns gerichtete Angriffe direkt zu melden und sicherzustellen, dass diese Griefer
It's not even real German at this stage.
Erscheinen der Beta gebannt werden.
Du hast schon gebannt? Nee, angeblich nicht. Der ist wohl
Knievel,
komplett gebannt.
oh my
Bis 231.
Dude, right, with Knievel, one time him and Psychshot were in a Vanguard at SBK, and just randomly I turned up and started killing them. And no joke, Psychshot is fucking shooting in the turret like this, and Knievel is just flying in a straight line, just like, what's happening? What's happening? And then fucking, as soon as they die, they're like, stream sniper, stream sniper. It's like, for fuck's sake, guys, if you fly in a straight line really slow and I'm fucking shooting at you and your gunner can't do anything about it, you can't cry stream sniper.
Bist du Starter Beta?
Someday that person will be banned permanently. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe never, but someday.
Do it, dumb fuckers. Kill me. I'm guaranteed gonna report you now. All right. That's a report to CIG.
Thanks to no security, we can brigade anyone who disrupts our events. No longer do we need to worry about emergent gameplay or PvP. We just send an email, and CIG tells us directly what happens to the people we've reported. Now our 890 jump tours can go off without a hitch. Thanks again, no security.
I love how they've got people doing like it's proper German, really. It sounded like it was fake. You know what I mean? Like somebody's just saying a load of random German words and stuff.
Security.
No security. Why play the game when you can just weaponize support?
Yep. That's it, chat.
Isn't there any security or...
Loads, according to Dad.
According to Dad.
So worried them so much. It's happened right under their noses.
Fucking Harry Potter.
We talk about GrieferNet like in meetings and shit.
Oh, damn. Damn, son. Yeah, that's when you've made it big, when you're getting discussed in CIG meetings, right? Holy shit. Ah, man, good laugh. That is a good laugh, chat. God damn it. Weaponizing the community. Crazy stuff, eh? Man, it's amazing how every time somebody always calls me like a cheater or I'm gonna get reported, I've yet to be banned. Because again, everything I do in the game isn't breaking any TOS. It's just because people just can't deal with somebody like me pushing their fucking shit in, you know? And then I get people who attack me all the time when I'm streaming, and like, I don't give a shit. It is crazy, man. This makes me want to join. I wouldn't join GrieferNet. Like, for me, I'm past that kind of gameplay, especially with EVE Online, you know, all those years that I did that. But again, like, it's just part of the game, you know? Maybe make Stanton yellow rank safety where only Grimhex zone is unsafe, space yellow? No, just make it where people either fucking learn the game or they can fuck off. Simple as that, Freshcan. That was the EVE mentality. The EVE mentality was, look, we've created a game, if you can't deal with it, that's tough. CIG are two-sided, where they're like, oh, we want this gameplay, but also we don't want our content creators to fucking report us all the time, you know? Again, CIG should have never advertised this game as an open sandbox video game, right? That's biggest mistake one. Because for me, if you look at every single sandbox game, Veshkan pointed out Albion, EVE Online, Conan, Ark, the new Dune game that's coming out, even Minecraft PvP servers and stuff like that, you know? Like, they all have one thing very much in common, which is you are going to be attacked anywhere, at any time, for any reason. That's what a sandbox is. CIG want average gamers. Well, here's the funny thing that CIG are forgetting. Average gamers will pay your bills right now, but average gamers will quit the game no matter what. No matter what you do in the game, they'll quit. They want this game to be successful? Yeah, PV game where PvP is allowed. Yeah, they're massively backtracking now because, again, they don't know how to balance PvP. Like, all the developers don't play the game enough, and when everyone gives them advice, they're all like, hey, we fucking know better. It's like, no, you don't. Sadly, you don't. You might be able to build the game, but you don't know how to play the game. Crazy stuff. Anyway, that was a good laugh. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to link the video. Let me grab that. That was Roy's guide. That was funny.
Hello,
as fuck.
this is Roy from Roy.
This is Roy from Roy's guide. There you go, guys. I don't agree with everything that GrieferNet does, but as an EVE ex-EVE player, I never see anything breaking TOS as far as I'm concerned. If you're constantly pad ramming somebody, like say for example, I see Veshkan taking off from Grimhex, and I keep ramming Veshkan every time. Again, just using this as an example. Veshkan sponsorship opens the door, I ram, kill. I spawn a ship, Veshkan sponsorship, I ram, kill. That is what I count as griefing. But if Veshkan was to... Still counts as a kill, yeah. But if Veshkan was to leave the dock and I was to kill them, and then they die, and then they warp away, and then they come back an hour later and I kill them again, that's not griefing. That's part of the game. And this is where CIG really need to know what they're talking about when it comes to griefing, is that stopping somebody from playing the game is classed as griefing. But, again, they can just switch server. And again, if you've made it where... That's very true, Asylum. Again, I'm just using it as a fucking example. Jesus Christ. Of course I know what organization Veshkan's in. He's in ramming department. Most likely I'm getting rammed, right? But the point being is, that's how I would class as griefing in this game. Is stopping somebody from doing the game. However, Veshkan could swap server. Veshkan could also make sure that everyone is off the friends list so nobody can join a Veshkan, and then Veshkan is clean, right? But people don't play this. They go, oh shit, I've just had my ship pushed in once. Obviously, it's not going to happen again. Let me undock, and there it happens again. And then they're like, I'm getting griefed. And it's like, well, no, you can actually switch server, or you could maybe get somebody to pick you up in a bigger ship or something like that and do other things. Or maybe kill the one person that's attacking and stuff, you know? There's loads of ways of playing the game, and unfortunately, I want to say 95% of the content creators who are on Twitch and YouTube have no fucking clue how to deal with this kind of gameplay loop. They just have no idea. They don't know. They literally get into this like, oh, I don't know what to fucking do. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Steph 3 is now following.
Yo, thanks for the follow. Remember, guys, exclamation mark giveaway. Get involved in the giveaway. We also have one on Discord. Ghosting, changing position, coming back. That's not PvP. If you ask me, ghosting, changing position, and coming back, etc. That's not PvP. Again, the moment a player attacks a player, that's classed as PvP, Foxy. No matter what you think PvP is or what other people think is PvP, the moment that two players attack each other, or even if one attacks somebody, that's PvP. It doesn't need to be for honor 1v1 at the Oakenfold, 10 paces turn, musket shots, and whoever wins gets the damsel in distress on the fucking field. That's not video games. If you have one player and the other player attacks that person, that's PvP, right? As far as in current, it's player versus player. If the other person decides to take it, that's up to them. And PvE is the same thing. Imagine all the NPCs that don't consent to being shot at in this game. PvE, for example. Player versus environment. All these NPCs are flying around, doing their own things, having a mission. They're like, we're getting attacked. We're getting griefed by players again. We didn't do anything. We didn't ask for it. They're not reporting CIG. So what does that say about the human player behind the character? You're just insecure. If an NPC can fucking take it, why can't you? Just bite down on the rope harder. Well, that's what will happen, Trenchcoat. When we get to the stage where you, like, so CIG have confirmed that eventually down the line, you're not going to be able to see a player's name unless you scan them, right? Which means that when that happens, you won't know if it's an NPC or a player attacking you. Now, when you die to an NPC, say it's Chris Roberts, top of the range AI NPC, and it fucks you, it royally fucks you. And then, are you going to report it? Are you going to go, this NPC called Derek, he literally fucked me, and then CIG go, wait. That was an NPC that killed you. Yeah, still, I want it report bombed. Report bomb this NPC. Get it out the fucking game, you know? That's what happens. You'll start getting NPC reports because players who don't know how to play this game or are inexperienced in the game are going to think they're getting griefed by a player when it's just an NPC that's better than them. This is where CIG need to buckle up and stop dealing with soft skin fucking players. Well, I would say that when you're ramming somebody leaving the undock, Veshkan, no, that's definitely not a fair system as far as I'm concerned. No matter where you are. Because in Eve Online, they did it where when you undocked, you were invincible until you moved. And then you could be attacked. Star Citizen, somebody can ram into your hangar. That's just bad design. Yeah, exactly. I was heading to Grim Hex and I randomly explode on an asteroid. I should report the asteroid, right? Yeah, they really need to make it where the moment you go through your shield, you've got like 30 seconds in vulnerability. And nobody can ram through the shield, right? If CIG did this right, the moment that shield is there, only people in party can pass it. And if you're not in a party, you should explode off it the moment you touch it. That's what they should have done, but CIG are fucking clueless. I died because I'm a bad pilot, should I report? Again, that's where it starts going, right? When people are starting to freak out. I remember playing video games, the only time you ever reported somebody was like if they were constantly spamming like racist chat. This was before games brought out filters or people had apps or mods and stuff to filter out chats, but they're spamming racist stuff, right? You would report that kind of person. if somebody was known cheating and had an aimbot and able to see you through walls and stuff, you would report it. But heaven forbid somebody plays the game, and the moment that you are failing at the video game, you report them to make yourself feel better. It's sad, man. Really sad. Think AI PvP is allowed. Oh, all PvP is allowed in all systems except for pad ramming. Pad should be witnessing man. The thing with pad ramming is that you can't always blame somebody for that. Desync and network and stuff like that might be. I've crashed into people a few times, and it wasn't because I was trying to ram them. It was because just literally they turned into my direction at the same time as where I was going. You can't blame that. As soon as you're outside the Armitage zone, ram is a ram, as far as I'm concerned. If people don't like it, that's on them, you know? That's on them. The moment you're out of Armitage zone, you know what I mean?
Here's something with your name on it.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed. Contact.
Shit.
Oh, talking about pad ramming, yeah. But then CIG can easily solve pod ramming. I just literally gave an idea. You don't have any pads, and no player, unless they're part of your party, can go through the shield, the air shield. Simple as that. That stops pad ramming. And the moment that you're outside the dock, well, just like any other video game, you're up for the slapping. And EVE Online gives you like 30 seconds of invulnerability, but the moment you move, you can be attacked. Other games are like that, where you come through the gate and... I can't remember, what is Albion's time? Where you get like an invincibility before you get slapped?
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Albion was the same, yeah.
Multiple hostiles.
Kobo! I thought that said Kobo, please! Kobo, please! Oh, no. What?! What?! How did I get fucking kicked? Chat, I'm reporting that NPC. I'm reporting! Someone rammed you? I don't think anyone rammed me. That NPC was getting shot at, and they reported me, chat. An NPC fucking report bombed me. This fucking game, man. Even NPCs are report bombing you now. Look at that. Can't even have fucking PvP. Can't even have, sorry, PvE. I'm getting griefed by NPCs. Fucking shocking. Look at that. Can't even rejoin the same game. NPC stream. Yeah, guys, I'm getting stream sniped by NPCs. You're not allowed to actually type griefing in my channel, Ash. I have that where you've got to say another name. Not allowed to type griefing in my channel. Can somebody come and play with me that won't report bomb me? I don't want to get reported by NPC for killing NPCs. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I was just clapping too many NPC cheeks, and I got reported. You know, we joke about this, but that's where it will end. The moment that CIG take a player's name away, and an NPC's name away, and you just get a ship, that's when people will report bomb NPCs. I guarantee this is gonna happen, and CIG will have to deal with that. And they've opened their own doors to this nonsense. You know? Man. God damn it. There's like hardly anyone playing anyway, and I get fucking kicked. Kicked. Well, that's what's coming, Sofa King. That's what's coming with the game. You won't see an NPC name, you won't see a player name, you will only see a ship type, and you will have to scan them to find out if it's a player or an NPC. Which, how many people are going to do that mid-combat? So when another NPC kills a player, they're going to go, I was griefed by a player! Obviously an NPC could never kill me! Whenever I've watched so many content creators down to NPCs, I'm like, how the fuck does this happen? Wait for one player. Why is this one player and the other one is 2 player?
Your systems are online.
Come on. I might be on Helldivers later on, Sofa King. There's still XP running just now. And if PT is quiet, I'll probably play that. Man, I really wish you didn't have to have one player to start this off. Also, look at the fucking... Look what happens when you're sitting still. The TVI is bouncing. Look at that. Look at this shit. Look how fucking scuffed the TVI is when you're sitting still. That's not me. I'm literally using mouse and keyboard. We're not even moving. Look at it. Look at this nonsense. The fuck is it doing? Obviously when we move, it goes stationary, right? But well, look, whilst we're fucking just chilling. Good coding, CIG. Good coding. TVI goes up to the fucking ceiling. Wiggle, 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 and we're not even fucking moving. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. That's insane. Embrace the jank. Yeah. See, the thing is, watch this. If we go and land down, I'm pretty sure it does as well. Also, where's the map? The map is like fucking gone, man. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, the map is like bugging out here. We'll land down here. Let's actually see if this happens whilst we're on the ground. Wiggly, 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 wiggly. There's a wee landing pad here, I believe. Yeah. Little landing pad here. This is actually a location in the game, which is cool. Alright, let's turn... Engines off. No, so it doesn't do it whilst we're landed. Engines on. Now, if we just raise up slightly... Yeah, look at that. Look at that shit. Let's land again.
Landing complete. Launch complete.
Holy fuck. What the fuck is going on, man? Now it's going Super Saiyan. Obviously, it's not actually affecting the ship. I've got a wee bit of drift here because of my pedals. Or is it just because my pedals are turning? Does anybody else just do this if you go into the game and test this out? Your Prime VPC? Yeah, this is fucking nuts, man. I wonder what's causing that, because all we're doing is just yawing slightly. But if we add forward thrust, look, the TVI is fine. Look, now it's going fucking mental and it's up again. That is insane, man. How the hell are you meant to concentrate on that shit? I wonder if that's where, like, because of how CIG have got some of the systems now. Wait, I should have actually done this landing gear decouple. Let's see if it doesn't decouple. Right, so there it is moving there. Actually, no, because we're moving. We're coming to couple. We'll come to a halt. The TVI is there. The TVI is gone. Right, decouple. See, even in decouple, look, it just slows it down. So even though we're 0 and we're not moving, it thinks we're going backwards. Because that should be over, like if we're moving backwards, that's like, so if I apply backwards now, and we'll turn it to the left, see there's the backwards one, and the forward one is there. We'll come to a halt. We'll do decouple. Yeah, now it thinks we're going forward, but look at it, it's moving. The ship is moving by itself, but it's not moving by itself, if that doesn't make any sense. I wonder if this is what's causing the issues with the ICF. Yeah. See, now it's steady. And again, if I just slightly input forward. So we're doing 20 forward. Yeah, see, it fixes itself. And behind is gone. Behind is actually weird, man. Yeah, see, that's very smooth now. Because normally if, like, you were having any problems, like, it would still do this, right? If you were, like, wiggling your system. It would be jumping around like that. But for some reason, again, as soon as you see it there, now it's up here again. Look, there it is. Crazy stuff. There's so many bugs with master modes right now. Do you think that a lot of control after boosting past the SCM is a bug or feature causing it feels horrible? See, for me, I really would, right, so I would love CIG to make it where only forward thrust can use boost. I actually watched, I forgot to show, like, I watched a bit of your video, Veshkan, the one with, Thingybob. Actually, whilst we've got nothing going on in the game, let's watch Veshkan's video. Because it actually makes a lot of points out that I wish CIG would take into account for master modes. That I only think the main thruster should have boost. Not your sides, not your reverse strafe and stuff. Here we go. This one here.
Hello everyone, welcome.
Hello
Today I'm
everyone.
going to discuss extensively about master modes, comparing it to the flight model from 1.x, 2.x, and HunterNet as well, another game with a similar 1.2.
HunterNet is getting lots of cool
and you're going to
updates,
be
man.
quite surprised of what we can learn, and that we're basically
only
on
doing
the
200
right path,
MS as well,
but
chat. How fucking
the
crazy is
decisions
it?
made
This is the old JP
straying
model,
us
by the way.
away
HunterNet
from a
actually took
very
it.
great flight model.
JP did some work for it, I believe.
Let's discuss about it. So here we have the first fight as an example, where Taichi plays in a Hornet and I play in a Gladius. And I, in this fight, try to very hard push him forward. And as you can see, I lose aim over pushing and gain nothing because of it, while he gets to play defensive and just aim me down with a lot more damage because of the Hornet, right?
And there's a lot of backstrafing, but also here, funnily enough, is the ship is actually going forward, but because there's not enough forward push, you drift to the sides. And a lot of people don't realize this, that this person here in the Hornet can actually be pushing forward completely, but because of how the systems work, you're in this sort of stalemate where
my direction to go
it just doesn't work. Like, and again, why would you fly a Gladius when you can just fly a Hornet?
Deflect or pull away from me. Okay.
Turn this up a little bit.
So again, me and Taichi pass. I'm in a Hornet now. Same thing. I'm gonna push very hard. He's gonna play defensive. This time I try to focus a lot more on aim, but still try to commit to gain position or to push past him, which is, as you can see, almost impossible, right? He focuses on pure aim, and by his statement, he was almost all the time on the pip, on green, which means it's just an aim trade. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you a video from HunterNet where I was fighting a random player that I encountered and we decided to have a 1v1.
Look at the speed as well.
We go past
only
each
doing
other.
270 as well.
Beautiful. Okay, past each other
it
again.
Looks so much faster.
A
like,
bit, right?
200 meters a second.
As you can see, I'm
this
trying
would feel
to
like fucking 1,000 in Star Citizen.
Like in Star Citizen, while using the Gatling gun to spool up and deal a lot of damage. He gets me a few shots. I try to push him into the side, push him into the side again, and again we get into this Gatling.
Man, HunterNet's looking really good.
And I try to S-turn a lot, right? And I managed to synchronize my S-turns a lot.
Yeah, that's decent, man. But visually, it looks really good.
This game doesn't have an ESP, and I'm using a stick. And this guy is probably with mouse and keyboard, right? You also have a very fast pass out. As you can see, you can pass out very fast.
Yeah, that's nice.
So which
this is like
gonna
all the shit we
counter
used
the
to have in Star
wiggles or
Citizen.
due to the ramp up, which is very intense, but
Vection
you can still
destroyed
move
Lightning
a
Cutie
lot.
for 2.
Lightning Cutie.
Now, you may be calling me crazy about this idea, but I believe we should go back to 2.6.3 kinda flight model. And I'm gonna use here HunterNet as an example, right? Pay attention to this rotation here, right? And look at the enemy. I see him and I afterburner forward, right? What does that mean? Well, in HunterNet and 2.6.3 as well, you had a limited speed from what I understand, right? I know about HunterNet, I don't know about 2.6.3, right? You go in HunterNet, you can go 300 meters per second any direction with normal travel, right? And then in order for you to reach higher speeds, you will have to afterburner. And the limitation is not the game, but it's the ship itself. And the ship can only reach 300 speed while normal.
The biggest issue with this, for example, Veshkan, is why Star Citizen moved away from this was people couldn't play it. And CIG changed everything to make it easier.
Right, and boosting, and then you can reach 600 while afterburning, right? In this HunterNet flight model, you can much better change your direction from 300 to 0 to 300 or from 600 to...
Yeah, that's... So we had everything that HunterNet had, right? And why it changed was the... See, Chris Roberts went to a convention with a German magazine. I can't remember the name of the magazine. And when they played some of the flight model and stuff like that, after 30 minutes, they said it was too difficult. So Chris Roberts just assumed that everyone was going to be like that and changed it. Started toning it down and stuff like that. That's why we lost JP and stuff. And the reality is, of course, everyone's going to be shit playing a game after 30 minutes. You got to put some time in to make it better. But again, CIG just want you to pay your $45 to $42,000 and you get your 30 minutes of gameplay and hope you're fucking good enough to keep paying money for it, right?
0 to 600 again in different directions, and you can zoom
around the
battlefield a lot more freely compared to what we have now in Star Citizen, where we are limited to 250 around, and in order to exceed that you have to boost, which is a very bad idea. I would rather move the boost system to something like it is in HunterNet, to where if you boost, you consume.
They're not thinking long term. They're thinking just get everyone's money and that's it.
And at the same time, you may risk to not be able to fire as long for your mags to be emptied. So if you boost too much, you lose the ability to fire, but you gain the ability to move a lot more, right?
It's crazy to me, right? That in HunterNet, it reminds me so much of 263 because you're only moving like 200-300 ms, but it feels so fast.
On fire, you can boost less, and
it feels so fast with how they do the visuals and the dust and the projectiles and everything like that with the explosions, the rumbling of the ship. This is something that Star Citizen has lost over the years, where when we got hit by shots, the ship would shake and visibly feel like you're being punished. And when you're going fast, it would rumble and be like... And you had all this sensation of being fast. And now in Star Citizen, you're just like that. Roll your face over the fucking keyboard.
Why I would do this and have the speeds be around 250, 300.
But look at it, as the ship turns and speed, it's shaking and visibly looking good. Now, to be fair, at CitizenCon, and obviously I'm going to bring up that video of Yogi at CitizenCon as a comparison, because it did look like CIG are actually bringing it back. They might have just been showcasing this for demos, right? But it definitely did look like CIG are aware of a way of making people. Let's see. Is it I held the line? No, it's not I held the line. Navigating the verse? No. Taking flight. Here we go. So this one with CitizenCon with wonderful Yogi. Jesus Christ.
One of the problems we always have in
space
games is to produce a...
The new UI and how things move.
Please, take off.
CIG, I think, are aware of this. This is something that's very important when you're playing the game. So watch here, right? Obviously, we've got here... Oh, wait.
Have you seen the interaction?
See here.
This is great, isn't
See
it?
when you move,
Okay,
right?
so,
there's a lot more... And they're not using head
space
tracking, right? It's just the game feels more movement.
Is big. And the sense of speed is always produced by, you know...
And you can see here, it starts to blur out. It starts to blur here.
So although it's not very visible here, the VFX team has actually added space dust. So in the future, you can tell where your ship is going, even without looking at instruments.
Because right now, when you're playing Star Citizen, Master Modes in particular, it does feel slow. For me, I'm fine with the speed being 200-300. I played every single flight model, every single version of this game. And obviously, we're only on 2 flight models in this game, by the way, possibly 3. People are like, oh, we're on our 10th flight model. No, we're not, you fucking dipshits. We're only on, like, possibly 3.
We also added rotational G-forces into the mix.
But watch this. See how the character sort of sways? This is the stuff you need. Yeah.
Things get a little bit more interesting.
See, this is how you make the game want to like.
Into the mix. So
and again, see the rumbling and the blur.
Now boost forwards. We now added camera shake. We added FOV changes.
This is a really good move for CIG. I want to see more of this for the future, because again, when we compare HunterNet, right,
with very high Gs,
see how you're. Holy shit! Somebody just became space fucking dust. Fucking debris. Fucking zipping around.
And you should be forced to change your direction
fucking kill.
and control your Gs.
You know what I mean? It just makes it more like a video game. It gets you in that fucking zone, and it gets the sweat dripping, the adrenaline going. And again, they're only doing like 196 meters a second. In Star Citizen here, we're pumping out like 300, 400 meters a second, but look at the visuals, the vibrating and stuff.
Effects that we have.
it's in a good place, but it needs a little bit more, right? So like when you get shot, I don't know what video I can actually show you for this, right? But there is a video, I think it's from Maverick from Shadow Moses, where it shows you you're getting hit by cannon shots, and the Vanguard and the Saber is like, and it just, again, it lets you know that you're getting hit by players.
Sorry.
And this is what we need now. Before, like, a lot of people are writing down, Star Citizen feels so slow. I'm so bored, and it's like it kind of showed you that new shit is coming out. You just gotta wait until they add it. But this is where it's like it's very difficult to balance a game where people are like complaining about speeds and stuff like that when they just need maybe more visuals brought in, because it might not be where you're lacking in the ability to fly. It's just obviously people have a static screen right now.
Pretty good.
When you're playing again, like what Veshkan is showing here,
in order to
you
not
get
pass
the
out
idea
instantly
of
due to
speed. You're
direction
moving around, you're
changes,
looking,
as shown in the
debris,
previous
shooting,
example, right, when I
getting on
passed out.
target. You're only moving like 200-300 meters a
Further,
second.
much more interesting. And then I will take
But also you've got that big backdrop, the nebula and stuff like that.
current boost mechanic, where you gain speed, and replace it with an afterburner. That again will go only forward. So you can only afterburner forward and rotate
need to turn
and
up
turn
your
around,
general sound,
but
by the way,
you
in
cannot
your
strafe
videos.
at all.
They're very
like in
quiet.
HunterNet and what you see now. Because this will allow us to also be able to fight.
Again, look at
and
it.
Move.
The cockpits
and
as well just
go
give you that
around an enemy.
visual
Granted, it
like,
will be
ability
only
to look
forward
around
if
and
you needed
stuff.
more speed, right? So remember the Taichi fight. I could have afterburner forward behind him while also keeping that speed, that
I like how
momentum,
this
right?
thing's
So
rotating.
you
That's
afterburner
cool.
after him,
So actually you have
behind
to
him,
land
and you
and
keep that
rotate.
momentum, and then you do maneuvers from there. Compared to what we have now, where we are limited by the boost and we don't gain any evasiveness, even if we are trying to boost around, right? Okay, I have a few more notes that I wanted to discuss about. There are a few things that I like in the current flight model is the weapon ranges, okay? Very beautiful. You shoot very far away.
I say I don't like the weapon ranges in Master Mode.
You have very high speed bullets. That's great. All the ships need to have maybe
rammed.
way better jerk, but the difference in the ships should be only by
Bitch gang got
5 to
rammed.
10%, depending on the class and what the ship can do.
Yeah,
right.
I would agree
in
with
terms
that.
of
Yeah,
speed and rotation. But I will keep all the ships a very snappy jerk profile, because right
Also
now
take
the
some
one
of the
thing that I
assist away.
dislike a lot, it's the uncontrollable jerk profile. It's due to the boost, and if you boost currently, you are losing your roll control, which is a big problem, right? You are forced currently to aim.
The thing is, we're not going to
and
be able
sit
to ever
still
get
and
back to
move
how
as less as possible to
HunterNet
concentrate on
flies.
dealing the damage needed. And
Because CIG
after
want it
playing with
more
the
like
Gladius, I realized that why am I even playing with the Gladius when can I just control
stuff like
the
that, but
enemy
they also
to
don't
push, to make him push into my
They have very
shots
weird number
and make
choices
him
when trying
eat
to
up
say it that way.
2 times more damage while he tries to evade. I had like a few fights today. Someone was like trying to wiggle out for some reason when I was literally standing still
Very fast the kills
almost
are in
and
this
literally
game,
just
crazy.
holding left click and shooting at him. But yeah, I hope you like this video. I hope you will comment down below with your
Again, it's very interesting to see the
personal
two
experiences. If you had
two different
1.x,
games.
2.x.
I definitely feel that where CIG are going with Yogi's system
this is just a
and
minor
the whole
change.
team system,
We also
it just
improved
looks
the
so
flight
much
controls
better.
themselves. So take a look
Better
at the speed gauge, for
UI,
example.
better
It's a little bit,
visuals. It gives you
tricky
that
today.
sense of speed,
What
even
that
though
speed
you're only doing
gauge
100
is
ms.
telling you,
It just
the number
feels
that's currently
better.
moving is
But
what
the problem
kind
is,
of
until we
speed
get
goal
all of this
Grant is
stuff,
actually putting in.
it's
If
very
he puts
difficult
his
to get
stick all the
excited
way forward,
about
the
the
left
future
one,
of Star Citizen
you will
until
now
we
be
have
able to see
everything
and read the number
in
that you're asking
for us to
IFCS
test.
to speed and forward momentum.
But if
This also-
CIG, like for me, I think that you should get no boost when you're doing left, right, up, down, backwards in Star Citizen. It should only be on the main thrusters because they're the biggest ones. Then they need to make it where no ship can fire over 1,000 meters a second unless you're in precision mode. But then it has to be where certain ships can go further, depending like bigger the size of weapons. They need to make it where you can't go backwards, left and right, and get this sort of drift in with boost. And they need to make it where you get 25% more boost going forward. There has to be a reason why you can push forward and not drift turn around people. They have to stop this nonsense. And one of the biggest things, and again, it's not exactly what I would like to say, but what Gillian said yesterday is get rid of decouple from the game and just make it couple. If you did that, it would take away a lot of the drifting away from fights, where people can't just Tokyo drift sideways. It looks like they're going backstrafe, and they do backstrafe to sort of keep the position, but they're just literally forward pushing to the left or pushing to the right, and they just drift around you because of it.
Allows us to bring
And
back
they seem to be able to just do it permanently.
We had pre 3.5, where now if you play with mouse and keyboard, you can.
And if
press W
CIG
and
don't
S
change
to
any of
increase
these
and
things,
decrease your
we'll go from the meta that we've had right now just to this new meta where everyone's just drifting around each other.
speed and let go of the key, and the ship will not automatically come to a stop. Of course, this is all completely configurable, so you can.
They only like to PvP like that, Bite Scar, because that's the bad flight system allowing you to do that. If you look at Veshkan flying in Hunternet, you're not drifting around. You're getting solid turns in, out, passing people, ducking up, down, left, right. You know what I mean? It's a dance. It's not fucking put on Tokyo Drift music and stuff. Removing Newton away would make... No, it's not removing it away. It's just making it where you can't drift in space. That's all.
I don't know if you want. Oh.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that.
Okay, Brent, give me some hard flying now, like blackout. And
see again, see here? That looks so much faster at 400. So much better than what we have in our Mastimos right now.
The tri-coding exploits. These are really important for PvP and racing players among you, because tri-coding.
See again, everything sort of vibrates and shakes. It just gives you that sense of speed. Until we get this whole package, Master modes will always feel very slow to people because of it.
Actually makes a lot of the ship difference meaningless. So we're cutting back on those. So,
but CIG's numbers are still out of whack, where, for example, a Vanguard is only like 25 meters a second slower than a Gladius. That's fucking nuts. Why would you ever go in a Gladius then?
The first implementation of that is already available in the master mode testing areas in 3.21, I think. But we're improving the
check the speed in the left.
Now, so
they have the same stick issue on the movements.
Less punishing.
Yeah. But they also said that there was a problem with the throttle in the demo.
In future master mode builds. This is actually a current version, so as long as you go roughly forward, you get the full Gs from your back engines.
Hey, Levi,
okay,
how you doing?
So now the biggie in the room. We're talking master modes. Master modes is by far the biggest change we're doing on the ship.
Again, see, there's a lot of visual tweaks here and there. Like when you're playing Star Citizen, obviously you can do it to like how you want to have it, but you can see in master modes with this new stuff that your character is sort of pivoting around, and these little hints of display makes you feel that you've got speed. If you're like this and you're moving at 1,000 meters a second, you're like, wow, 1,000 meters, and you're just moving into black space, you're never going to feel it. But when you've got space dust and you sort of have the character moving slightly like this, you get a sense of, you know, it's the same when you're in a car or on a motorbike and stuff like that. You're not just sitting there going, wow. You've got a little bit of fucking leeway when your body moves, even though you're comfortable in the chair. But when you go around a corner, you know you're leaning. It just needs that subtle tone, and we don't have that right now. And you can see it here.
Basically, everything surrounding
that it brings in just a little bit, which makes it feel like you're moving at speed.
But specifically the items.
So when you're just cruising around, it's fine. But then when you start to increase your speed here, you can see this sort of character getting automatically pulled back,
and the other one is navigation.
Shaking off to the right here.
SEM. SEM is the mode that Brand currently has. Yeah, user in. So this Brand,
it definitely looks a lot better. However, again, I don't know how CIG are going to do this, because the biggest issue here is that even though you can do 270 backwards and you can do 500 forwards, because people can Tokyo drift, there has to be something that prevents the drift from happening. Because again, you just have your target is pushing forward, using all their thrust going forward. And as that's happening, somebody is just literally pushing forward. They've got their white vest on and they're Tokyo drifting around you. Sorry, I need to go to a bigger screen for this. So you're here, you're this hand, and they're just doing this around you. And as you push forward, they're pushing forward, and you can't ever get around each other because of how the egg works. And I don't know how CIG are going to be able to get this until it gets to a point where I kind of feel like when you're forward boosting, this needs to be more of a point. So instead of the round egg, it needs to be point. What's wrong with the drift? Because again, you can't fight for position, right? So if you're in a Gladius and this is a Hornet, the Hornet can just drift round and beam you down. It's got more damage, it's got more tank. The Gladius can't push and get out of the sight. So you're literally having a DPS race, so whoever's got the bigger ship, the more damage, can just sit in this drift and do this. There's no point for like a Gladius or anything like that until this changes. That's the problem with drift. It goes from backstrafing issue where somebody was going backwards, and as you're pushing forward, you're trying to dodge their shots, right? But now that you can drift to the side like this, it means that I never need to fly a Gladius ever again. I just fly a Hornet. More damage, more tank, and I can carry somebody if I'm in the Super Hornet. And there's no way that Gladius can push past into position because the thruster going forward doesn't outweigh the drift in the game. And you can see this a lot in the fighting system and stuff like that.
We're talking about. So if you're just flying around in SEM, which is like the max speed.
Isn't that turn speed, balance of ships? Well, it's more of an issue with decouple right now.
You can reach up to
in
500
couple,
or
if everyone
550.
was forced to be in
However,
couple,
that
you wouldn't
boost
actually
space
have this
is
issue.
not spheric. That means if you boost forward, you reach higher speeds than if you boost backwards.
I'm in the wrong
That is
screen.
really important for space combat maneuvering because, or for dogfighting in general, because
That's
it
what
discourages
classic F8
backstrafing.
does,
It
yeah,
actively-
pretty much.
Actually punishes backstrafing, and it creates more interesting combat
See, the thing is,
maneuvers.
as they punish backstrafing, I would agree, but the problem is, if we bring this up, you're still allowing backstrafe to boost, right? So, backstrafing still has 225 in the blue circle, but CIG are still allowing you go up to 270 with boost. I don't think any of the sides should be boost, as far as I'm concerned. I think the blue circle should have always be on permanently, and only when you boost does this go to a point for forward thrust. I don't think the blue should ever be affected, like on the sides and the back here, should never go into the red. They should never allow boost with these movements. Only the point here. And if CIG did this, this would cancel out a lot of the issues that we have right now. Because then you wouldn't have the ability to drift. You would be pushed forward into turns instead of being able to just boost to the side or boost backwards and then quickly boost forward kind of stuff. Boost should only be from this point here where these engines take into account. So instead of it being a nice soft egg sort of shape, this line basically just pushes forward here. You basically drag this line to there, and that's how the blue would appear then. Narrowing off the movement on the sides. Just basically how in the current state of Master Modes right now, you can appear that you're going backwards when fighting somebody, but you're actually just going forwards to the side and you're drifting around, right? So a Gladius can never get around a Super Hornet, even though the Hornet has less turning, because if you get locked into this, kind of like a teardrop, yeah, it needs to be more pointed. So if you take away boost from the side and the rear, and you only allow boost to affect your forward thrust, not your up and down, you get a more chiseled point of movement. And it would solve a lot of issues. Because if you don't do this, and you don't promote it where stuff, there is never a reason to fly a Gladius, as far as I'm concerned. Because 5 Gladius versus 5 Hornets, the Hornets are going to win all the time. No matter the skill level. Because they can just drift round and do these things. The only time is when it happens in a merge, do you get changes in combat, but most likely, 80% of combat is this sort of looking at each other and ships are drifting around in a nose fight. And a Gladius cannot push up past a Hornet. And we saw this with Veshkan's video, where, let me just show you here. I think this is this way. This one was Veshkan. Yeah.
Hello everyone.
So Veshkan's video, watch this with the Gladius.
Because of the Hornet.
See?
Right? The problem here is that I don't
So
have
he's
enough
pushing
Gs to
forward,
just deflect or change
and
my
you can
direction
never get
to
around the
pass him
Hornet.
faster than he can deflect or damage.
And this is a big issue, because if the Gladius can't push around the Super Hornet, there is no reason for the Gladius in the game, ever.
I use aim over pushing and gain nothing because of
Because if momentum and forward thrust allows the Hornet to constantly stay in front of you, it has more tank, more damage. You can't win against that. The only time you would ever be able to win against the Hornet is if you can get behind it. But again, once people are in this sort of forward thrust, sticky, decoupled drift nonsense, you're not going backwards as people are claiming it. You're not backstrafing. You're just Tokyo drifting forward, and momentum is carrying you. And as people change direction, it's basically like this, right? As this person's pushing forward, this person's just doing that around you. Why would you ever fly a Gladius and stuff like that if you can't get around the Hornet? Again, this is not a backstrafe. There's forward momentum. It's just the ship is up like that, pushing this way.
With a lot more damage because of the Hornet, right? The problem here is that I don't have enough Gs to just deflect or change my direction.
And that's the biggest thing, where every ship is within sort of like 25 meters a second difference in movement. And when we look at the egg, I don't think you should be allowed to have side strafe boosting. I think it should only be forward thrust is allowed to boost, and that's it. That means that this egg goes more where you just drag this line from here, the blue line, drag it to wherever your maximum speed is. And I know, like, for example, Avenger 1 wants to go a bit faster. I kind of agree with that, to be fair. Just in the forward boosting, 500 is a little bit sort of, You could do easily 600, 700, because previously we had a bug in master modes where when you went into nav mode, it brought you back like SCM, and no joke chat, it felt fucking good. It felt really good pushing 600, 700, and then you were brought back. 600, 700, brought back. And you had this sort of straight into motion, and then fucking flying around. But every time you let go of Afterburn, you were brought back. You were brought back really fast. And it was super fast going forward and backward. And it felt really, really fucking good. And all it was obviously you were in nav mode, but it acted like SCM mode, which as soon as you let go of Afterburner, it reduced the speed. And with all this information, you've got Avenger 1's video of like what he thinks on with master mode and stuff like that. Mine is just take away side boost, so up and down, no boost, no left and right boost, no backwards boost. And you only get boost going forward, which means that you have way more boost to push into these 600, 700 movements, and then you're brought back ridiculously fast. So when you're turning in, if you don't turn early, and obviously we don't have any of these, like what you would call delta merges and stuff like that, you don't have any of these turns anymore, it would be a lot more solid. And CIG just need to change these numbers, as far as I'm concerned. It's not actually changing anything else. And it would give us really good gameplay. And then you would only balance boosting. You wouldn't need to change, you would just basically go, well, if a Gladius can do 300 in SCM, a Vanguard does 200 in SCM. But the same boost effect affects all the ships. Wouldn't these changes affect racing? Trailblazer? How would it affect racing, guys? See, racing to me is about whoever's got the fastest time. So if somebody's going around the circuit, right, and they do it in 5 minutes, but now they do it in 10 minutes, but that's still the fastest time, they're still the top racer, right? but you can still go round the track with these changes. You would just have to let go of boost as you go round corners, just like it is in an F1 race. When you're going into an F1 corner, you don't just suddenly go, oh, fucking turn and full throttle through. You let off the boost as you're turning, and then you're fucking, you know what I mean? And that's what you'll be able to do with this shit. Like racing, I don't want to disrespect people who like racing, but racing is about getting a time, not actually how well you can go around the track. That's irrelevant. Whoever gets it the best time and who can do it the most effectively, that's your top racer. Just like combat, exactly. But we're talking about general flight, which obviously affects PvE, PvP, racing, all these things, you know? Yeah, give me a sec, Veshkan. Let me just give it to you. I don't know if we got any mods around. There you go, dude. Next. I saw a video of 2 Lamborghinis racing on an airport runway. Nice. This racing. Let me have a wee look. Yeah, and this is where like we just mainly had the front speed. Yeah, because all they had to do was let go of Afterburner to get the nose round. Crazy, eh? This is 2.6. But then, to be fair, this map wasn't like atmosphere and stuff like that, but yeah, that's what happens when you have the ability to just push forward with slow turning. Did you know the car brand Peugeot was founded by... No, I didn't. Did not know. I do think they should tone down the aim assist. I was showing this yesterday where you can, when the VOD comes out on YouTube, or I can actually see it here, right? So... watch this, for example. It won't be in the best quality. Sorry. Oops, I got hiccups, chat. Where is it here?
Is there like ones to not bring?
Let's have a look. Able to hit you, chat. Yeah, watch this. So, yeah, exactly. Look how far my crosshair is from the circle. Watch this. This is how bad the aim assist is right now. Look at this shit. And then they doubled the ranges. They extended the ranges. This is the biggest issue that I have with the current system. Is that if you see the crosshair here, that's the pip, and we're stationary, right? That's how far away from the pip you can land shots in this game right now. And it's just bonkers. Why is this fucking locked up? Twitch's viewer is so fucking shit, man. If or is it? No, I think this is locked up. Yeah, here we go. How fucking far away from the pip I have to be, chat, to land a shot. See, that's when we talk about assist, that needs to be toned down. CIG have got it far too overtoned. How much more shit do you have to give people because they literally can't put a crosshair in on target like that? Like I can literally kill somebody doing this. That's for me, that's gonna be the biggest thing, chat. Is that if CIG don't address this, why bother aiming at that point? It's crazy, eh? People don't realize this. That's how bad the aim assist is right now. It's really, really bad. We talk about the night vision, no one... Yeah, exactly. They would moan about me using reshade, even though CIG allow you to use reshade. It is what it is. Again, we'll see what they next do with the master modes. I'm hoping we'll get another patch beforehand. Hopefully we'll get another patch, chat. Where we can test that out.
Systems are online.
But again, yeah. Like if you were to just have boost going forward, and then when you're doing this, like you're just turning around, no boost would actually affect. Only when you're doing this. It would be so sick. And you would have so much boost to play with as well. It kind of feels that way, Bicecar. It does, dude. They're making it where anyone can get into the game and land shots on somebody like me, or even somebody who's been playing the game. Like somebody who's an AC sweat, top player of the game. You can land a shot on them and inflict quite decent damage on them if you were playing the game for literally 10 minutes. That's how it will be with that kind of aim assist. With all the ranges that we've got and the no movement we've got, yeah, it's very much whoever beams down most. And that's why, like in fleet battles, it will just end up who is in 5 Connies will beat 5 Gladius, you know what I mean? Because you can't kill the big ships with the small ships. And it's not to say that it should be easy for the small ships, but it shouldn't also be easy for the big ships. And right now it's very, very easy to land shots in the big ships. Because again, with the drifting, you know? And obviously it won't change anything to me because I'll play this game no matter what CIG do, but I'm always going to be very vocal of what I think would be more benefactoring for the game long term. And if you make it too easy for people, they'll just go and play other games, guys. People get very bored if a game is easy. And they get very bored if the game is hard. The difference is when it's hard, people who actually have the willpower to keep going will keep going. Yeah, that's very good, Nocturne. It is good. It's very, very good. However, there are a lot of times where Yogi uses DCS as an example, but then also doesn't put DCS gameplay into the game. You know what I mean? Or the DCS logic. It's like, oh, you can't turn like this unless you're doing after, like if you put all power to front plus. But look, this is what we talk about with the drift, right? If I go into decouple now, I'm pushing forward and to the side. I'm not backstrafing, chat. I'm just drifting because the forward momentum carried me that way. So now we're fighting. See, I'm going backwards. I'm not actually backstrafing. I'm pressing forward, but because of how it drifts you, I'm constantly in this backstrafe until it allows me to catch up. I get bored of master modes real quick. Sadly, people will be like that, dude. Once you start having Scorpius and Hurricanes and stuff, there will be no need for a fighter, dude. But then also the turrets are really out of whack, where for example when you've got 2 people in a vanguard, one Gladius can sit behind you with the turret looking at them and it does nothing. There is a lot of stuff that CIG will need to work on to make this good, and the more feedback they take from people that actually play the game, like this is where I'm saying CIG needs to make their own Discord, right? And then you need to make an API bot where if somebody hasn't got 5 hours in Arena Commander testing out the PTU stuff, they can't come into a channel and discuss, right? Because as far as I'm concerned, their information is irrelevant. When every player can play what I'm playing just now, if they don't put in like 5 hours at least to see how things are, they shouldn't be able to access servers. As far as I'm concerned. Or have a discussion. You don't have an opinion. Because you don't know what you're talking about at that stage. Well, or worse than that, right? Have you ever seen people like put a negative review on Steam and they have like under 30 minutes of gameplay played? It's like, why would I ever give a shit about your information? But then Chris Roberts did the same thing. So when we had 263, 264, we had one of the best flying systems this game has ever seen. And they took it to a German demo company or like a magazine company. And the German company couldn't play it after 30 minutes, so everything got toned the fuck down. And I'm sorry, but if you are thinking you're top skilled or able to play a game under 30 minutes, then you don't know video games, as far as I'm concerned. You should be able to get into a game and play it, yes, within 30 minutes. But if you think you're gonna be fucking top gunning around under 30 minutes of gameplay, you're mistaken. Video games that are based around skill need it to be where you either invest time into that skill or you accept that you're never going to be skillful compared to another player. It's like why I always say to myself, I count myself as a decent PvPer. I would say I'm above 95% of the actual Star Citizen community. But if I want to break, actually probably higher than that, 98%. If I want to break into the final 2%, I'm gonna have to seriously spend like 6 months in Arena Commander honing my skills. And that's what people do with Arena Commander. That's the sweat, right? Do we need to take all the information from a sweat? No. But they are the people that know the game inside and out. So some of their information is good, but also taking it back to the status of a player like me who spends time learning things, and then dial a little bit further back to person who is above average, right? And that's where you should be playing the game or basing the game settings around. Above average with the ability to go up to the level of sweat. You do not build a video game for somebody under average. I'm sorry, you just don't. That might be hurting to people who are bad at video games, but I'm sorry, like, it's not, you can't make it brain dead. And the reason people struggle with video games is just, they just can't grasp the information. Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at carpenters and plumbers and electricians and stuff like that. Did they learn how to do the full trade within 30 minutes? No. So why would you think being a pro gamer in 30 minutes is ever going to happen, you know? Again, that's the way I see it. If you want to invest time into something, you get good at something. Does it make you the best of the best? No, that's what investing more time will be. But when you design a game around somebody who plays it for 30 minutes, no, that's a very bad idea. Or you change a lot of settings because the person couldn't deal with it in 30 minutes. As far as I'm concerned, maybe they're just a shit gamer that's never gonna grasp it, right? But if you make aim assist where everyone has this 100% aim assist modifier, are you really playing the video game, guys? You know? So when you roll around your faces on the keyboard and you feel good that you're hitting NPCs and hitting players, but then you realize that the game is doing 100% of that for you, are you truly happy at that point? Are you content that you're not actually playing the video game, you're just sitting in the back seat dribbling your fucking bibby mess? And that's fine if that's what you want from a video game, but when I play a video game, I at least want to be able to know that it's me that's improving, not the game. Yeah, spatula, exactly. I just don't think you should ever cater for somebody who's not going to play this game long enough to care about. And that's what we have right now. A very toned down version of the game, which yes is a lot better than our current version, but also you're giving false placebo effect. Yo, Ant, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1. Also the follow as well. Thank you, appreciate that, guys. In my view, PvP supports free thinking. That's why it's losing more and more popularity. Possibly. I mean, I'm not saying that I want to make this game where you have to be a hardcore PvPer. If that's how it's coming.
Is now following.
Thank you, dude. If that's how it's coming across, I don't want it that. I just don't want it to be where, as I showcased in the video, if you're aiming on... Right, let's do something that's not blinding for you. Say, for example, this box here, or this circle is the player, right? In my eyes, you have to be in that circle to aim on something, right? But right now, in the current state of master modes, I just have to aim here, and my guns will hit that circle. So, my point is, are you actually playing the game, or are you just letting the game play you? Which do you prefer? Do you prefer to be where you have to be in that circle because it's you actually doing it, or are you happy that you just shoot here and it lands here? Because that's the status of master modes right now. I can shoot here and kill a player. I don't know. I don't know, Deadfrag. It's almost like they're trying to make the game where anyone can get in. You know what I mean? And be content with it. But long term, I think it's a very bad idea to have something like that. Because again, once you've played the game, once you've killed all the NPCs, where do you go with the game after that? What are you planning to do? And if it's somebody's opinion is, oh, I'll just go and play another game, then we shouldn't be balancing or making the system for that type of player. We should be wanting it for the player that wants to continue getting better, adapting on skill, making it where they climb up a ladder of self-improvement, and that's what the focus should be on, not, right, let's make it where you're the top dog right at the beginning of the game. Waiting for 0 players. A lot of games are going that way, dude, and again, I don't know why we have to go this route. It's almost like if they don't go this route, they're worried that they're going to lose these players, but as I keep saying, these players will quit on their own accord because they don't have the mentality to play a game for more than 6 months. Press X! Ready up! Oh, that's my worry, Nox. It's not to make it too hard for people to play. Like, heaven forbid, I would want to try and find an equal ground. But if you make it too easy for people, they'll only play, like, a few months and then they'll quit. Which means that you have to constantly keep bringing out DLCs and expansions for anyone to put some time in.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
There's only going to be one hostile, not multiple.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles
Contact. Shield system disabled.
contacts remaining.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Congratulations! See that? We got an award from our ship, chat. It says congratulations. Escape!
Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch!
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Attention. Weapons.
Give me ammo!
Congratulations.
My ammo.
Target is destroyed.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Contact.
Oh, the Vanguard.
Attention. Weapons overheating. Attention.
Death spin!
Bastard!
Attention. Weapons overheating. Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
There we get multiple hostiles.
Son of a bitch!
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Congratulations, DarkLaw. You just killed another one. Another one.
Attention. Weapons overheating. Congratulations. Target is destroyed. Congratulations. Target is destroyed. Contact.
Ah, dear chat. Ah, dear, they just can't handle the book.
Special delivery!
Special delivery!
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Oh no. You're shooting me book.
Shield system is hit.
Shot by somebody else.
Congratulations. Target is
Get this
destroyed.
goddamn vulture off me!
Your ammo is low. Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Congratulations. You are the best.
Remaining.
Now watch how fast our shields regen.
There are multiple
Contact.
hostiles inbound.
Contact.
Here you
No.
go.
No, don't fire missiles. Please, no. Please, no, don't fire the missiles.
Son of a bitch!
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Ammo! Yay!
Shit!
Attention. Weapons overheating. Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Target is destroyed.
Missile.
Crap!
Whee! Where's the missile going? Nobody knows.
Damn it!
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
There's my missile, I think.
Zero hostile contacts remaining. Contact. Elite
Contact.
units en route.
Contact. Shield system is hit.
We don't really want ranking in the PU. That's definitely something I wouldn't agree on.
Amalno raided my stream with 8 viewers.
Also, I'm just gonna delete that one there by the sweepers, right? Hey, Amro. Thanks for the raid, dude. Just before it starts triggering somebody for whatever reason. It's weird they don't have something like that now. To be fair, I don't think CIG know how to do a ranking system. That would be my guess. Yeah, but the leaderboard's been manipulated for fucking how many years, man? Like you were having people in their organizations going in with alts and letting their people farm the alts whilst nobody's around, you know. It's just until I couldn't agree on anything like that, or until I could actually see a working system, right? Buck Rogers. Can't remember what the character was in. Will you fuck off? Why is the Connies always after me? Go away. God, it's shooting again, chat. God, it's not got ballistics. I need ballistics.
Congratulations.
Give me the ammo! It's mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's all mine! Oh. I'm not gonna spend it on that. They can kill the Connie. I think we've got a good leaderboard. Slightly. We're slightly doing well, chat. Oh yeah, there's no team shuffle, yeah. It's dreadful, man. How's things, Emerald? How was your stream? Thank you again for that raid, dude. Were you doing some pirating? We're doing some pirating. We got kicked off Pirate Swarm for killing an NPC. We got report bombed because of that.
Elite units en route.
Going backwards, chat.
Attention. Weapons overheating. Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Jeez, it's getting close and personal now. That's my target. Shit my weight down because the blue is moving around.
Your ammo is low.
But that's because I don't get enough ammo!
Overheating. Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Where's all the ammo? Who needs fuel? Just give us double ammo. CIG need to get rid of the fuel fucking things in here. Nobody ever runs out of hydrogen in this shit. It'd be great if fuel actually was a commodity.
You're out of ammo.
I know I'm out of ammo. I've got nothing. Nobody. No Vulcan to refuel me. Nobody. Yes, look at it. Just instantly goes into its fucking weird nonsense line.
Congratulations.
Give me ammo.
Target is destroyed.
Ammo, you little shit. Like if your character used a VR headset inside a game. Oh. Bastard.
Contact.
Bastard. Me little bucket fire. I want to try out a buck with all fucking ballistic cannons. Bang, bang, bang. Or shotguns, chat. See, look, no ammo again. Oh, ammo! Ammo for me! Only 400 rounds. Oh man. Vanguard with no engine. Oh yeah, I'm stealing the double ammo, chat. Fuck yes! 800 rounds in each gun. Fuck you guys. Snooze you lose. Yay! I can shoot bullets. Alright.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
That's it. All the bullets for me, please.
Contact.
Davy Pang. Davy Pang.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Davy Pang. Davy Pang does whatever he can.
Contact. Congratulations. Target is destroyed. Contact. Contact.
It's 2D map. That Gladius. Look at that name. Christian Nighthawk. What a title. This dude. This little Merlin's like, oh, I see you. My speed.
Son of a bitch.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Scott? No, not Connie. Fuck the Connie. I waste too much ammo. Oh, I saw an ammo in the distance, chat. Can we fucking kill this and rotate? Where is it? I saw it. I saw it glistening somewhere. Where is it gone? Oh, maybe somebody took it. No. There it is. Ammo. Right, we got plenty of rounds now. Yeah, we can go on this. My missile launcher is broken, apparently. Yeah, oh. Missile launcher is broken, apparently. That's fine. Robbie's handling it.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Alright, where's up? Buck away! I can't wait for master modes. I can finally fight and win now. We'll see about that. Hey, Party Squad, how you doing, dude? We were watching your video the other day, then. Full pitch is no positional fighting. Master mode is good for group play, but one on one. Well, to be fair, I'm gonna offend a lot of people. I don't give a shit about fucking 1v1. You can just slap your dicks on the table and call it a 1v1 as far as I'm concerned. I would rather have good gameplay than, or good group gameplay than everyone able to fucking dodge everyone, you know? Shit! Let's get as much damage as we can, chat. Run away! What do you think? Again, I agree with a lot of things that like Avenger 1, yourself say, Virgil, you know what I mean? It's all numbers. That's the sad part about it. Everything that we have with master modes is just a number change, right? It's not like we need any different mechanics. It's just numbers. They just seem so out of whack at sometimes. The assist thing is the biggest thing for me. Like, watch this, chat. Look, right? Look, I'm not even on crosshair. And I know it's a hammerhead and stuff like that, but again, it's just... We did it with stationary fighters yesterday. Let's move this way, because Buck Rogers is coming in a Connie. God damn it, these NPCs are gonna get kicked. Yeah. For me, one of the biggest things for me is I would like to see it where only forward thrust can be used with afterburner, for example. So left, right, up, down, backwards can't use boost. I would also like to see it where you can't hit over 1,000 meters in a fighter unless you do this,
coming in.
which would be like precision mode, right? And yeah, I would just really like to see what that would do. So instead of the egg, you would just have a point, you know? 32-0 chat, I'll take that. Easy clap, NPCs. Little warm up. But yeah, for me, I want it where bigger ships can aim and land. So this would also work for like a hammerhead, right? So when you're in a hammerhead turret, you can't hit over 1,000 unless you go into zoom. Because what I want to point out to people is that when you do this, you lose a lot of situational awareness, which works really well. So let's just do free flight. Let's go into offline mode so we don't have anyone around. Let's just do a simple map so you can see things. Jericho, for example. Just for an example here, right? So we know that precision mode is coming in where it basically makes you zoom in and you've got the narrow spread, lower rate of fire. It's kind of like going but in a straight line. But if you see this, for example, all that CIG needs to do is, like, say I'm hitting over 1,000 plus right now, you could only do it if you do something like this. So as you're trying to pinpoint somebody, this is the only way to hit over 1,000. Which means that when you go into this area, you don't really see anything on your sides. Hey, Bone Salesman. You still have your radar to help you out, but your situation awareness is gone completely from where, you know what I mean, when you're doing this, it moves around a lot more. So you're more like focused, where this is where you're going to get those long range shots in, forcing you to not see if somebody's coming up on you. But then the other thing that I hate about things right now is you see here, I'm left strafe forward, and no, I'm not up strafing, and then we add in a yaw, right? You can see how much we're just drifting around, and we're not even pulling that serious of G's. However, when we're doing, for example, like this, where's the blackout? And we're doing 19 G's at that point. At this thing, we're doing... Alright, let's get it to here. We're doing 17 G's. So when we're doing more G's, we don't black out as fast as when you're going sideways and stuff. It just, I really wish CIG would either make up their mind where G's are G's, no matter where you're going with it, and it works the same. But one of the biggest issues is that when you're in like a Merlin, for example, you black out, you're trying to out-turn a Gladius, you black out and they can just literally do that and beam you. So I think they should just get rid of blackout completely. Because if you're not going to make it where G's are affected, like the moment you start doing like 9 G's and having it where everyone's in that same sort of thing. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Again, obviously, if anybody doesn't know, the sort of meta right now is to go around like this. This is your fastest way. Also, all points to engines, right? This thing is ridiculously fast going round. But it's crazy to me that a lot of people fight like this. So say, for example, the station is the target, they do this. And And that's me just going forward, by the way. Forward to the side. See how much drift it does? I'm not even in decouple, which is where it was. The funny thing is, I kind of feel like it's faster if you just go forward and pitch. I don't see any difference if you upstrafe, to be fair. I kind of feel like you're just wasting a force if you do it. I generally, for me, it might be on stats faster, but visually, I can't see any difference from just going forward and pitching. And not adding an upstrafe, you know? Maybe it would be more effective in decouple. Or if you want 20G forward to black out, it's the same as 20G. Well, the thing is, when you're going forward, you don't black out as much as when you're like bringing in verticals and stuff. Or, sorry, horizontals. But different G resistance for different ships is silly as fuck. Well, again, this is where I kind of feel like you should start to black out round about 9 Gs. Or the start of it, Father Sweep, which means that every ship is starting to black out, right? So you can see here, if I yaw and go forward, I'm starting to black out at 12 Gs, but also I'm doing 12 Gs continuously, and now because I've added in a twist or a turn, I'm not blacking out. But if you do more linear lines, right? There we go, look. I'm blacking out, doing the same movement. The difference is here, you can counter it by adding in a roll and you don't black out. This is where just get rid of the G system. It's so shit. It doesn't work. So instead of me fighting with blackouts in certain ships, and the prime example is a Car2L. So if you go into live right now and you do a 9G turn in Daymar Atmosphere, pitching up, and you turn the arrow around at 9 Gs, you black out, but the Car2L at 14 Gs doesn't black out doing the same maneuver. It's mental. Like, you can't have one ship blacking out and another ship doesn't black out. So just remove the G system, the blackout system, until you can figure out how to do it. And this is where, for me, I would prefer if the moment you hit 9 Gs, that's when you start seeing the stress. Because 9 Gs is about the limit in a modern day pilot right now. So let's say that's where you start getting the fucking doing the hick maneuver to fucking release G-lock. But obviously as we're pulling 12 Gs, we're fine. And obviously again, look, we're pushing 12 Gs forward, 12 Gs backwards, 19 Gs forward, 5 Gs backwards, 12 Gs, 19 Gs. Yet we've not blacked out, you know? So, what's the point if it doesn't work? Maverick can do over... Dude, there's a guy called the G Monster who can do 9 Gs for 30 seconds and can talk through it. It's this like, I think it's Russian or somewhere in that area, pilot. And he literally can do 9 Gs for 30 seconds and talk in the process. That's insane. Like, it just doesn't affect him at all. He's called the G Monster. And 9 Gs, before anyone goes, oh, that's not a lot. 9 Gs is fucking huge in Earth atmosphere. 9 times your weight. Hungarian? Again, watch this. Let me see if I can actually find a video on it. The G Monster. The dude's insane. And he fucking laughs. He just... It's like another day in the fucking office. Yeah, here we go. There's also bald as well.
Through the checklist.
You ever notice that?
You know what to find the
bald
emergency
pilots
escapes.
are the best.
Yes.
Watch.
Good job.
Look, 7 Gs.
10 seconds.
Look. He's doing fucking 7 Gs and he can straighten his face and stop the hick maneuver. Which is basically pushing your legs down, basically getting it where blood doesn't go up and down and shit like that, right? Look at him. 7 Gs! Fucking 7 Gs, he's smiling!
20 seconds. It's really up to you how long you want to continue.
Up to you how long you want to continue. He doesn't give a shit. He's doing 7 Gs.
A little bit more.
Yep.
A little bit more.
And 30 seconds and the profile will end by
Look at him. Now that's insane. This is something where like you were born to be doing crazy shit in an F-16, because the F-16, if anybody doesn't know, the only limitation to an F-16, which is now I think what 40, nearly 50 years old plane, the only limitation, chat, is the pilot. It can do insane shit. Like everyone goes, oh, the F-22, but the F-16, well before it, the only limitation is the pilot inside. This dude is the kind of like person who is designed for this sort of stuff. But again, we're talking about doing 9 Gs. Now, obviously, we're in a sci-fi video game, right? So, doing 9 Gs, but we're doing 12 Gs now, look. And we're only slightly blacking out. It's like, you know, most professional pilots black out at 7 Gs, yeah. Oh yeah, obviously the wings will break off, but the point being is that there's no pilot able to get into an F-16 and do this shit, Amro. That's what I mean. Like, everyone just fucking G-locked instantly, you know? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was coming to, Father Sweep. So, again, that's what we humanly possibly can do, or he's a bit of a monster, right? But say you do 12 Gs and you don't black out, another ship that does 12 Gs should also not black out. Because it doesn't matter the difference. So when you're in a Merlin, you black out at less Gs than a Gladius, and that's where I draw the line with a G system. If you're going to have a G system, every single ship, no matter if it's alien, human, small ship and stuff like that, whatever number you set to as the beginning, so even 30 Gs, for example, would be where you start to black out, every ship needs to be the same. So when a Merlin is pulling 12 Gs and blacking out, and a Gladius is pulling 19 Gs and doesn't black out, that's fucked. That's broken. We're not trying to make it really realistic. We're making it fair, Gillian. It doesn't matter if you have us doing 9 Gs or 30 Gs. The problem is that some ships can do more Gs than another ship before you ever black out, and that's not how it works. So just remove the system at that point. Let me do 9 Gs and not black out and get the turn. Because again, when an arrow does 9 Gs on Daymar, it blacks out near instantly in a certain pitch turn. But a Car-2-all can do 14 Gs and it doesn't get any blackout stage. Well, it used to. The old Car-2-all, I mean. That's what I mean about the broken system. It doesn't matter about 9 Gs, 20 Gs. The number is irrelevant, right? Obviously, I would love it realistic, where over 9 Gs, that's where it starts to happen. The point being is, if I do 10 Gs and I black out in one ship, and I can do 12 Gs in another ship and not black out, that needs to be fixed. Did Cog mention ships to skills to build up on character Gs? There's meant to be, oh sorry, CIG. There's meant to be a like new pilot suit that's going to give you better Gs. But again, that doesn't make any difference. If some ships black out before other ships doing the same amount of Gs, it's a broken system. So if it doesn't work, just remove it. Let's all go fucking batshit crazy and not give a shit about fuzziness. You know what would be a better situation? Is that the moment that everyone pulls, say, 20 Gs, it starts to get blurry. It doesn't black out. It just means that you can't aim on pit. Or make it where your head starts shaking or something like that to throw off your visual ability to aim on pip. Not where you're like comatose and somebody doing the same Gs is not comatose. It's just a bad design, yeah. See, I personally don't need a blackout or a red out. It's good if it's in the game, but I would rather it where the moment that anyone pulls a certain maneuver, let's say 15 Gs as an example, that's when you can't aim on the pip as well. Like, For example, maybe your vision, the pip starts to move, or your crosshair starts to move, or blurry vision comes in, but everyone's affected by the same number. Exactly. Well, they've got the drunk stuff. So when you get like a certain percentage of drugs and alcohol, your character starts to sway. Just make it where if you're continuously pushing at say 15 Gs, that's what starts happening, you know? And I would be fine with that. We don't need the actual, oh, I'm going to have a snooze, right? Just make it where you just can't aim. Master Mode's racing feels awful. I think there's too many things that need to come in before racing can be like, you know what I mean? Like we need the blurring effect, we need the character moving effect and stuff like that before racing. I mean, this is the problem with Master Modes, right? Is that you're trying to balance it for PvP, PvE, racing, all these things, you know? The thing is, are you doing it in nav mode though, Sofa King, or are you doing it in SEM? Because when you're racing, you do it in nav mode, dude. And in Merlin? Well, maybe Merlin won't be the top racer ship soon, you know? Well, again, Ondo, when I come back to that, right? Alright, let me send now. Yeah, Leva, I'm fine if they keep the blackout or redout system in, but they have to make it where instead of it being tied to ships individually, it needs to be a system to the character. So the moment that you do 15 Gs for more than 5 seconds, you start to black out, no matter what ship you're in. Or remove it. Because you can't have certain ships where you're more resistant to Gs. If it's a flight suit, again, bound to the character, right? I really wish they would just level the G resistance on all ships. Again, I think what they should do is just remove the system for now, Father Sweepers, and then build it into the character design. So the same as that we've got the alcohol and the drug system, if you know what I mean, where that starts to make your vision, your movement a bit scuffy. Like if anybody's ever tried this, try it. If you're a low flyer, go low flying, overdose on drugs and booze, and see if you can low fly. It's the funniest thing. It's so difficult. Even just navigating your ship out the hangar is an absolute fucking mess. So again, but that's tied to the character system. That's not tied to a ship. So, right, they need to move the G system to the character. Yeah, booze does have an effect. If you get really drunk, you can't fly for shit, dude. Like, you're swaying around all the time. Just go and try it out, guys. It's awesome. It's a really good system. Nobody ever does it because, again, why are you sitting there fucking chugging on it, you know? But if you overdose on drugs, not only are you walking around sort of like, and your character is like a bit of Sea of the Thieves, but when you're flying the ship, you don't get the good enough control. Like, say, for example, you're strafing around a corner. Normally, it would be a lot easier for you. Now you've actually got to put a little bit more effort into it because your character is absolutely fucked up. But nobody's flying around like that to test it. It's a lot of fun to actually see it. And this is where if you put the G system connected to the character like that, it means that anyone that pulls 15, 20 Gs for a period of time is going to black out or red out. Not just like, oh, my ship will black out because it's smaller and it's nippier. Again, you can see here with sorry, I should have just changed the ship at the time. We'll do Jericho again. And we'll do the Merlin, because the Merlin's the worst right now. And this is the thing, is as you're doing, so you're doing 29 Gs, right? You do 29 Gs, so you're a lot faster, right? But as you're doing this to try and get around somebody that can just backstrafe or unpositional you, you are constantly blacking out whilst they're doing 19 Gs continuously and they're not blacking out. And that's the biggest issue that you have. But it's also when you're doing certain turns, you know? And you can hear the pressure, right? On the character. The breathing's kicking in. We're in the G-lock system right now. And yeah, we're doing absolutely fucking crazy shit, but sometimes you just keep blacking out for no reason. Like it doesn't let go of the system. So I need to change the profile a bit. Yeah, so we're doing like 17, 19... We're actually doing less Gs right now than Gladius. But we're in a much higher blackout status. This is the point being, look, we're doing 13 to 14 Gs and I'm blacking out. Whilst the Gladius in 19 Gs doesn't black out. So again, this proves the system. If I'm doing less Gs but blacking out and a Gladius is doing more Gs and not blacking out, how's that ever fair? If I'm doing 14, 15 and I'm blacking out in a Merlin trying to evade a Gladius, but the Gladius can do 3, 4 Gs more than me and not black out, they're constantly aiming on me whilst I'm struggling to fly and aim at the same time. It's got to be changed. Or just remove the system. Either way. Either make it work or remove the system. Jump into a little bit of PvP. Maybe we'll see some people. Yeah. What should we do? What do we have? We've got sort of equal teams. Let's do the book. The little book. Hello and welcome aboard.
Your systems are online.
Alright, we don't want that. We want... Well, that Warden does have actually low HP. Or no shield. Warden, Super Hornet. Let's evade a little bit here, because we're going to dive down on this Warden, which is Versailles and Phobop. And we'll quickly just apply damage as we dodge the other person. Alright, we assisted. Let's go. They'll then change onto this dude. We're getting absolutely beamed. We'll use this cloud. We'll cloud here. Cloud again. As we dive. And I'm going to leave that just now. We're going to cloud here. Cloud. Just to give us a little bit of space.
Contact. Attention. Weapons overheating. Contact.
So look at them just going backwards, chat. As we push forward. We're applying all forward thrust, by the way. So I'm now gonna have to bail now because this silly system. See how we're still getting shot? Even though they're fucking, you know, memeing around, all that jazz. This fucking momentum stuff is crazy. And we'll go the opposite way. We also have the Vanguard on us. There we go. So we're away at this point. We need to try and find some HP. Get our shields up as well. Yeah, they're cruising in. Buccaneer away! Let's see where our team is. All I see is red. Yeah, see, everyone in our team is dying. I need a repair badly. Trying to see where we can go on that Hornet's getting absolutely schooled. Ah, yes, that's what it is. Oh, that repair looks juicy, but we're not gonna get it. There's nothing I can do. One turn and we're dead. If I can't get, we need to have like a where we assist people, and that's it. Let them go in. Vanguard. So it's just they've got wardens on their team. There's a Super Hornet. There, maybe.
Contact.
Warden.
Contact.
Yo, careful if I get hit by a cannon. This one here. We can maybe assist. We'll probably die in the process if they switch target, but fuck it.
Contact. 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 Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
We got that.
Contact.
We assisted. We're gonna go down here though. Yeah. Here we go. This is where we die. Because I'm not gonna be able to deal with this HP. Let's do as much as we can on this person before we die. Good. They got weak shields. Quickly. Our teammate will pick up on this, hopefully. Push. Good. We're actually getting a lot of damage. Come on, somebody fucking assist. My ammo's low, but my life is really good. Come on! How is this book surviving? The mightiest book! Holy shit, we survived! Fucking hell! The mightiest book! This thing is red as fuck. How am I not dead, chat? How am I not dead? I must be like a one. Chat, no way! No way! Wait. We're going for fucking frou-frou douche bottle. Come on. Nav mode engaged! Yes! Right, let's get that ammo. Oh no, the ammo despawned. Alright. Let's get our engines up. Oh god, we're blacking out here. We gotta go in something juicy, chat. We're gonna come in. There's Connie there. There's Connie. Oh, Super Hornet. Super Hornet's too much. Oh. No. Let's get our shields up. I don't think we got enough ammo. I need to find like where allies are fighting and use the book's capability. Yeah. Here we go. There's the dive. Oh, we're getting absolutely minced, chat. Fuck it. We'll push. Come on, girl. Come on. Fly. Let the wind. That's it. Go. They're missiling. They think we're in nav mode. We're not in nav mode. We just need to keep going. Believe, little fucking book. Believe. Whoa. The mightiest book. Fly, little bookie. Oh, they're still missiling, chat. Come on, girl. Come on. Fly. We're still holding on.
Engines destroyed.
See how they're still able to fucking shoot us at 2K, man. Crazy stuff. This dude is not happy that we killed.
System is hit.
Man, they're wasting so much time chasing after me. No, the book's lost control. Like 3 or 4 of them fucking chasing. Fucking hell, boys. They updated the quality of the Drake. Yeah.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
Yeah, that's true.
Your systems are online. Contact.
So we got somebody in a Connie. We got somebody down here. Let's go for this. We'll assist on this. Alright, that one's dead. We got 2 blues here. I'm gonna just slow it myself right there. Because, yeah, already getting sprayed by somebody.
Contact. 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 Attention. Weapons overheating. Contact. 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 Shield system is hit. Contact. Attention. Weapons overheating. Contact. Contact.
Yeah, everyone's on me now. Alright, get one. We'll take the wrench and we'll go. Let's go. Go, baby, go.
Contact.
I think the Connie got the person chasing us, which is huge. Buccaneer now. Whoa, 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 whoa. How the fuck did you not die?
Contact.
Alright, we got another one here.
Contact.
Your team.
Ah, GG's. GG's. We're a bit outnumbered. However, I'll take that, chat. I'll take that. Dude, the P-72, or sorry, the P-52 is a lot of fun. However, the only issue I have is I wish it was the P-72 because it just feels very fucking weak for me in damage. That's good. That's good. We had a lot of people the Buccaneer is really, really good. That thing under pressure just shifts. The issue is just people's ranges, man. Like again, when I see that I've got 3 or 4 people on me, I'm flying away and they're able to hit me at 2k. It's crazy. Denying my shield regen. It's got to change, man. Like fighters should not be able to do that. Yeah, I think the Buck is in a really, really good place. Gladius, I'm not a big fan of because mainly I fly the arrow in the game anyway. Vanguard, I love. And that's brilliant because I spend a lot of time being a Hoplite pilot or like a Scorpius pilot and stuff like that. So Vanguard's in a really good state. Love how the Connie feels. The only thing I just don't like right now is obviously the UI of the Hornet is just so off-putting. Yeah. Yeah, that's something like, so if I was allowed one change, and I've said this to Virgil, I've said it to Yogi, if I was allowed only one change for master modes, it would be to take away these stupid ranges on size 1 to 3. Size 4, 5, and onwards should have these ranges. So Hammerhead has range, all these things. But having it where a Merlin can so the other day there, we had it where, I think it was Airborne, was shooting at me. I was in a Merlin 4.5 kilometers away, and him in a Merlin was able to stop my shields from regenning. 4.5k away. That's nuts. That's absolutely insane. And also, the shield regens need to change. But again, if I was allowed to have one thing, is that these ranges are bonkers for low-tier weapons. And that's without the, what are they calling it? The precision mode. Well, again, yeah, I mean, I suppose you could say if shields were changed differently, then I would have been able to regen my shields and I wouldn't have had to go as far, but I still think it's a bit whack that it can hit that distance. Yeah, exactly, Sofa King. Again, it's the biggest issue right now is that the ranges are just a bit meh. However, as Party Squid said, once CIG does something to shields, because I feel we should go back to the original shield design, which was when you're out of combat for 4 seconds, you regen your shields. Not this like 8 to 10 seconds wait. If it was in the 4 seconds, I would be able to get my shields back and get back into the fight. I don't like the fact I've got to keep running away to get my shields back kind of thing, you know? Maybe pip size should be a percentage or so. Again, I don't think we need to go to that level. Again, it's just numbers, man. Everything in Master Modes is just number tweaking to find the right thing. Oh, yeah, again, that's fine, Party Squid, but you know what I mean? Like, CIG talk about going into precision mode, which slows or makes the spread become nothing, and you're going pop, 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 pop with like a repeater. Once you start getting that, you get multiple people doing like constant bleed damage, I would call it at that point, where they're preventing you from doing it, and you're just having to run away. And I just don't want, you know what I mean? When we had shields regenning like within 2 or 3 seconds and they would regen full up, we never had people running in fights. They would just orbit you like 2-3k, get their shields up and push back in kind of situation. And if you let them do that, then that's on you. Well, it's not so much CIG are doing too much, it's more just they're throwing numbers around. I mean, even the team have openly admit that they're just testing things out to see what sticks, you know? Yeah, I would actually like to try it. Just a test, right? I would like it where you stay in the fight, and if you can get out of damage for a few seconds, you get your shields back, because then it's playing with the triangle, right? Which is a skill check if you think about it. If I'm able to dodge you for a split second and get that moved over, regen my shields up, and that's on you not landing a shot, right? That means I don't need to travel like 4 or 5k to get out of a fight. I can shoot at somebody, do damage, dip, duck, dive, you know? Get back into it and not run away. I just don't want to always have to run away because I'm outnumbered. Not because they're better than me. Like, obviously, there's a lot of people better than me. It just feels that any Joe Blog can prevent me from staying in the fight. PvP to controllers on console. It's not though, dude. Like, CIG have possibly the idea of releasing Squadron 42 on for Squadron, right? But you can't play, Star Citizen can't play on a console. Because you've also got to remember, I have seen a lot of times where CIG recently have said we're balancing this more for PvE and there's just a little bit of PvP in the game. And obviously I don't want to quote the devs that have said that, but it's also kind of like, well, if you're wanting us to fight in raids and steal loot from each other and do all these things, that's sort of hinting towards more PvP than PvE. Again, CIG have got a lot of data. My take on Master Modes right now is either reduce the ranges until you're in precision mode and then give us precision mode, or like what Party Squid is saying, no delay on the shield. So as soon as you're out of combat, they start to regen, and that's a skill check to go over to power to shields to amplify them up better. That would work for me. I would like to see the game with no boost in anything apart from forward thrust, taking away the egg and making it a point. So it nullifies a lot of drifting where you can't drift to the sides, making it feel like somebody's backstrafing. It has to go where they have to slow down and turn to get these good angles, basically. Forward then sort of changes out a bit more. And I still think CIG could push it where like a Gladius in the front is doing like 500 instead, you know, a little bit more. Or make it where you accelerate faster, because again, that bug in nav mode was really nice. Well, that's, again, when we had 263, 264, right, Party Squid? Every thruster did everything. Afterburner, and you're going in every direction. You're a fucking Gundam. But then CIG are designing ships to dogfight that look like jet fighters to me, right? If you were going to do it, you would just do a box with thrusters everywhere and turrets everywhere, and that would be space combat. But because you're designing ships to look like fighters to an extent, and you've got big giant engines on the back of it, they should always outpower tiny little maneuvering thrusters. In my brain. That's how I see it. It might not be how CIG sees it, but when you've got a giant thruster on the back of like a Hornet, those tiny little thrusters ain't countering out, you know? And game engine netcode limitations, yeah. So for me, the simplest idea is make it where only your rear engines for pushing you can be used with boost. This also means that we get more boost, because if anybody does low flying, and obviously it's nothing to do with PvP, but when you're low flying, if you use less thrusters and you can focus on just using traditional forward thrust and pitch and yaw and roll, and you don't use your strafes, you actually get nearly double the amount of afterburner when you're low flying doing that stuff. Take it away from the side strafes, and yeah, we're good at that. But again, these are all just numbers and changes and stuff. So hopefully CIG have got a lot more data in the next patch whenever we get it. Obviously, I don't think we're going to see many changes until this goes live in 322.1. But I really would like to see a patch brought out. CIG, if you're watching this, a PTU patch only got Arena Commander, only got Master Mode, so none of the other modes, and literally every week you're patching some changes to Master Modes. Throw in a little difference of maybe adding like a saber, an arrow, something like that, whatever can get thrown in. Maybe give us some cannons that we can change out. I don't know how easy it would be for them, but I would love to see from when 322.1 goes to live until we get the 323 patch, in between a PTU that is solely for testing Master Modes. The racetrack Master Modes, the free flight, and the PvP, and that's it. Take care, Bite Squid, because I've got no interest in playing 322.1. It's all about Master Modes until we get 323. Make Mav boost cost a lot more. I would rather just where it just doesn't take into effect, you know. Again, that just to me that's just how I think it would feel a lot better. Again, we've had the sort of overclocking or the overheating engines and stuff like that, and it didn't really work out that well. All depends on what they can actually change, right? Right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna call it there, chat, because until they actually patch more Master Mode stuff, it's kind of like swapping over to Helldivers or just short streams until we get through it. However, thank you so much to everyone with the subs, the brand new subs, and obviously WiverX changing over to a tier 3 as well. I have people's names. Hopefully I'm going to get it all set up in the end screen and all that jazz, but I'm writing down people's names as we go. And all that good stuff. Obviously, get involved in the giveaway, guys. ! Giveaway in chat. I don't have it in the title, but it is there. Which is awesome stuff. But make sure you transfer your points. We also have one on Discord that you can get involved with. These are all courtesy of CIG. And yeah, I actually think... Let me just quickly check the partner push status. I don't know if it will update now. Let's have a look. Ooh. Ooh, chat. Ooh. Ooh. Is all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna give the number, but ooh. That partner plus is looking really good now. Really good. A little bit more to go. And we shall be there. We shall. Let's see. Who do we have online? I need to add the thing in where people like can suggest like a raid thing. I think it was Detox that it was really cool. Yeah, we are very, very close to the ooh chat. And again, I will be writing down people's names who are doing tier 2 and tier 3 just purely because tier 2 acts as 3 people and tier 3 acts as 6 people in equivalent and stuff. Obviously, primes converted to tier 1 are huge right now for people to do that. We only have to do it for 3 months and then you can convert back if you so wish. Whenever I've been like for Burks' brother, what I did was I dropped like 3 months of subs for him and stuff. Also, if anybody didn't see, at the start of the video, we watched Roy's guide with the latest drama stuff. It's actually a good video to watch. So please, when the VOD comes out tomorrow, check it out. Obviously, I'm not uploading reacts anymore to my YouTube channel and stuff, but you will be able to see the react on the VOD channel when it comes out, ! VODs. I'm actually gonna drop it here again. The actual
Hello, this is Roy from
video link. Go and check out Roy's guide. I know Roy's not everyone's cup of tea, but this is actually quite an important video to watch. Because I think what's happened is a load of bullshit, personally. I know GrieferNet is not everyone's favorite cup of tea, but yeah. I think this whole report bombing people needs to stop in the Star Citizen community, and CIG need to just tell people to stop being soft hands, you know. If you're letting people do this to you and stuff, then that's on you. Right. I think we're good. We're good, chat. Tomorrow I'll be on. We'll do some more Master Mode playing, and I don't know, chat. Like, again, until we actually get some more stuff, it's either Master Modes and Helldivers. Helldivers XP weekend finishes today, I believe. I need to get a session in. See if Jack is online. Right, I'm gonna send you over to Astropub, guys. We were playing with Astro the other day there and stuff. Have I tried Hunting It? See, I don't want to play Hunting It or any other game like that, and because I'm worried that if I do and I start to enjoy it, I'll most likely not play Star Citizen, right? So it's sort of like that tipping point. It's why I said to people I never wanted to play DCS World as much as I want to play DCS World, because I feel if I go and play DCS World, that's the end of me playing Star Citizen. When I start playing a game or games that are in a better spot, you know what I mean? Puppeteer's playing Elite Dangerous and having a lot of fun, and I won't play that because I know if I start having fun with another space game, I'll just cheat on Star Citizen, so we stick with Star Citizen for the time being. Anyway, ! Raid in chat, guys. I can just quickly do it for you. And I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully a bit more bright and early. This is where we're going to have the scene with everyone's names. I'm going to have them like going up and down the side and stuff like that. Are you coming to say hello? Come say hello. Nixie's gonna say hello and goodbye as well. Goodbye, Nixie. But yeah, thank you very much for being here, guys. Cell, Mr. Beast, let's see the names. Nox, Father Sweepus, Party Squid, everyone lurking in the back, Glitch, Ant. Thank you guys. Massively appreciate it. Enjoy Astropub's stream. Drop all the emotes as always. I will see you over there. And have a good weekend. See you tomorrow, guys. Appreciate yous! Bye, Verex. Thank you again for the tier 3 conversion. Have a good one, guys. Appreciate you. Stay safe.